Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 10 o'clock Wednesday evening, and that usually means on your television and radio dial that the eye test is here, ladies and gentlemen. The eye test is here. Yes, we are back one more again this week, and we got some news. We got some stuff to talk about that really matters this week. Not that the subjects that we covered the previous weeks don't matter, but this is something that we have been waiting in rapt anticipation for the release of the 2024 NFL schedule, especially for our team. We're going to go over it. We're going to ask you. We're going to give you an opportunity to let us know what you think about week 1, week 12, week 8. Week 15, week 17, because this is really something that, like I said, we've been waiting for a long time. And the reason I know we've been waiting for a long time is that folk that are usually late to class, they're here on time today. The folk is usually, I be trying to close the door and start class, but they come in late. But it looks like we got some early people participating coming in class here. What the problem is? What
problem? There ain't no problem.
What is all of this about? Gentlemen, good evening and welcome. C-Dub, El Jefe. What's going on?
That's a good day.
What up, fam? What up, family?
Hey, man, did you get them 3 miles in today?
Yes, I did. I posted it. So yep, did another 3 on the treadmill. So yep, I'm trying to keep it going.
Yes, sir. Hey, thing is, I got to join you, but I'm lazy as hell.
Well, my report with the doctor was not a good one, so I'm needing to step up and do my stuff to make sure it don't get any worse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
yeah. So I've been diligent. So I've been putting a lot more effort than I usually would.
All right, and shoot, I'm gonna need you guys' encouragement because I don't have no air conditioning. It decided it was gonna quit today. So
no.
I've been flung back into the 50s. I've been flung back into the 50s. I got one fan blowing in and another fan blowing out. So hey.
Shoot, you in my prayers, man. And if I had the money, I'd be showing up and trying to get it to help you to get that thing fixed for you. I know how that is.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate it, but I have a couple of more options that I'm going to try to employ.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll make it on through. Thank goodness it happened in May.
Yeah, and not in June and July.
Woo-wee. Ron. Ron.
What's up?
We got Ron.
Man, look here. I mean, all of the students are showing up.
Hold on. And not only that, me and Ron got the same haircut too, and same shit. We like to have. Me and Ron like twins, man. I'm telling you. Following after John.
Man, look. Hey. That was a liberating feeling when I didn't have to use no comb no more.
I don't know, John. You rock that afro pretty solid, man. I have to admit, though.
Yeah, back then. Hey, hold on just 1 second. Y'all keep on going. I got to catch this call right quick.
All right, go ahead. We got you. I'm trying to also get my computer up, too, because I was trying to get on my computer. So what do y'all think so far, man? We got the Falcons NFL Streets schedule coming out. First of all, I gotta go here. NFL Streets. I loved how that looked. I thought that freaking was awesome looking. Right. If you haven't seen it,
I did. I liked it.
Yeah, go on my Twitter. Yeah, it was out of order. I noticed that too. It's like I guess they tried to do something a little different But
You know that's out of order. I noticed that too.
sorry about that. I'm trying to get all this straightened out. But yeah, man, I thought it was kind of out of order, but I thought it was really good job how they came about it. They got guys looking good on that thing. They did a good job with the technology.
Right. About time.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
what you talking about there, C-Dub? I'm sorry, I had to catch a call.
All right, John, did you? It's on Twitter, or it's on social media now. So basically, the Falcons unveiled their schedule release with basically an animation, and it was done in the style of like the NFL Streets or Blitz way of doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
Didn't they? Hey, Keela. Yeah, I saw that. I was looking at what Keela was showing. Didn't somebody do something like that last year? And now wait a minute. It was Tennessee had a real innovative way of introducing their schedule last year, didn't they?
Yeah, but the Falcons have been kind of creative every year.
Yeah,
they've done a really good job every year putting little Easter eggs and little clues and stuff like that. But the only thing, like me and C-Dub began the conversation with, it just seemed like in the past they always had the events in order of the schedule to introduce which teams. So like the first team they had on here was them knocking over the cup of the Carolina Panthers. So it seems like it was just all out of order, just random as far as
okay. Okay. All right, now see, Tonio has made it in the house. What's going on, Tonio?
What's up, brothers?
Good to see you. Like I said, everybody coming in here early here, and y'all throwing me off. I already had y'all grades already done already. Now I got to change these C's to something a little bit higher than what I was finna give you. But it's for worthwhile cause, and I'm waiting on Winston to jump on in. He's taking care of some backstage scenes situations. But man, the day has come. You can start making flight plans, hotel plans, things of that sort. And what we're going to do tonight, we'll go through our schedule. Plus, if there are some games anywhere else in the NFL that might be intriguing to you, bring them up too. But, the very first thing I'm going to tell you, the NFL ain't no good. Them some low down, dirty stuff.
Yeah, that's a tough start, bro.
Yeah. And I'm particularly talking about the very first game down in the Dome, where Arthur Smith comes back with a quarterback that he didn't want.
Okay.
and working for somebody which he knows that he didn't want to do.
Right.
So let's start off week 1. Atlanta, Pittsburgh. Yeah, and that storyline to me is the most that's the one that stands out as far as
I'm glad it's a home game.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Tonio. Them dirty low down suckers. They brought him back here. They brought the criminal back here to face justice back here.
John, check the private chat. C-Dub sent a message to you.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I peeped over there right quick.
I'm glad we playing them here in the Dome and not Pittsburgh. And I pray the guy to be at the game. Because if Future be at the game and him and Russell Wilson don't get along.
Russell Wilson ain't starting the future, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he worried about him
at all.
But there was a little joke, But I think we're going to beat them.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a tough game, though.
It's going to be a tough game, but I think we're going to beat them 27-17.
I don't care what.
Oh, wait a minute. We predicted scores already.
Why not? You just live.
You got a point now. Hey,
you just live once. Ain't that what you told me a long time ago, John?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Far be it for me to stop you.
I say 27-17.
As long as we +1, that's all I care about. It could be 27-26. I don't care.
Hey, C-Dub. Let me see. I don't see you. Oh, there you go. I didn't get an indication that you were backstage. I had to go looking for you.
I had to get it off my phone because I was trying to get through my computer, because when I was on Ron's show the other night, Dennis kind of told me, he's like, you sound better on the computer than you do on your phone. So when you do lives, go ahead and jump on. I was like, all right. So I jumped on my phone and I was like, well, let me hurry up and switch over. So yeah. All right, my bad.
Okay.
And I might be at that game, by the way, at the Falcons and Pittsburgh game. So whoever goes to the Falcons game, let me know when I need to be at a tailgate, because I want to make sure I experience everything. I don't, especially with the Falcon content guys that go to the games. I know I want to make sure and have a blast this go around. I want to make sure, even win, lose, whatever happens, I want to make sure, and especially. Man, what a first game they picked to put up for us. I like it. I do. I like it. I think, this is a type of game we need. Like, I didn't want it to be an easy game. I want it to be a game where we got to compete. Mike Tomlin's going to make those boys play. I'm not worried about Arthur Smith. I'm looking at the head coach, which is Tomlin. Wow. And, I want to see how our defense, are they going to use Ellis and Anderson to, bring the heat, as well as Grady and Harrison and all these other guys, so I'm intrigued. This schedule is, man, I don't know, Ron, I'm not ready to just start predicting scores, but I am thinking, man, it's like this. If we're supposed to be good, we should be able to win. We should be able to win 11 games. Can Raheem get us to win the games that we normally drop? And you know what I mean, because we've always lost some games. We're just why?
This why I predict the score, because we got something to prove. Was it the head coach or was it us? And you come with that to Atlanta, so we got something to prove to everybody.
I'll be at the game too. But this one makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Because Russell seems like a fit for what Arthur Smith wanted to do in his offense. He seems like a really good fit. And I don't buy the whole Russell is done thing, because when he sat down, he was on pace for another 30-10 season.
Yeah.
Denver had went on a run. If he was willing to give some of that money back, I don't think he sits those last two games. I don't think Russell is done. And my biggest concern is the defense, our defense. Richie Grant is still back there unless Helen's gonna take his job. Still don't know who's gonna play the other corner.
Yeah.
I feel like last year was a little smoke and mirrors, a little fugazi in terms of our defense, because the whole season we played first-year quarterbacks and backup quarterbacks. We only played maybe two actual starting quarterbacks that year, 2 or 3. We got Baker twice, Jared Goff, and So we got Bryce twice. You got CJ early. We got Jordan Love. We got Will Levis. And then we got the NASA scientists.
We got Dog.
I'm talking about the first year. I'm talking about the first year guys, the rookies.
Okay.
And backup quarterback. I'm saying most of our schedule we played against either backup quarterbacks or first year quarterback. So I think, and then when you see some of those starters that play like Trevor Lawrence, who lit us up, and Jared Goff who lit us up. So I think we might have been a little fugazi last year because of who we played. So now when we get up there and play Mahomes, Russ, Hurts, and all these quarterbacks, I think it's going to be a different kind of situation.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not ready to count those first 3 games, man. Them first 3 games going to be
well, and not just that, but you got two of those 3 games in prime time. So, the thing they talk about with Kirk Cousins, he's going to have an opportunity to kind of shake that. Now, man, game 3, we got Kansas City. That was the one that I went, man.
And where was the one thing that Kansas City was missing last year when they had that slow start? He didn't have nobody to catch the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't have receivers. They went and got him receivers.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I know.
You don't know what Kansas City team you will see. Because sometimes they start real slow at the beginning and then go to the Super Bowl.
Then you don't know what kind of pressure we're gonna be generating this year either, though.
Right.
Well, and that's what I'm hoping to see. That's the thing I think we got to see is how does this defense adapt?
Right.
Because we don't have anybody that's proven that's going to be generating pressure. We got some young guys that we hoping will take the next step.
Right.
But nobody like, oh yeah, he's 10 a year. We don't have nobody like that.
Also, before we get too far, I want to make sure that I acknowledge the arrival of a partner, Mr. Winston Thornton.
Winston.
Let me see. Hey man, what you got a hoodie on, Winston?
Yeah, man.
Huh?
No velvet robe?
Mobbed out tonight.
No velvet Falcon robe?
Okay. Got those are Falcons on that thing, right?
Nah, this champion.
Yeah, I'm not.
Definitely
not Falcons.
Okay, I can't see because it's kind of small. I can't read it. But welcome in, boss. What you think about game 1, man? We're gonna go over the schedule and we're gonna take it game by game and see what we're thinking about this game here. And after you get through, I got one more important thing I want to say about this game. Important to me anyway. But go ahead, then, Winston.
You want to go ahead and go first, and then I just wrap it up.
Oh no, shoot! You go on
for you.
Go on.
Get the scoop. I'ma get it.
John's cooking in his house, literally.
Yeah. Hey, Winston, I ain't got no air conditioning, baby. I'm look. I'm back in the 40s.
Hey, look. The clothes. You got a fan?
One blowing this way and one blowing that way.
Look,
my man.
Go get a bowl of ice. Go get a bowl of ice and pour some on cold water and put that right there either in front or right behind the fan, and it's gonna pull cold air. You better off putting it right behind the fan and let it pull cold air, and it's gonna throw cold air to the house. It'll be degrees cool.
All right.
You might want to try, John. You might want to try that.
If your fan dirty, don't put it in the bag.
This is what I think.
That's right. That's right. Winston, the HVAC man. So hey, he know.
Yeah,
he HVAC. Man, shoot. Hey.
Your unit probably just need Freon. I mean not Freon. Refrigerant.
Yeah, that R12. Hey, man, the man, he did come out and look at it. He said that stuff going for $300 a pound, and he said I need 5 pounds. I said, good grief, man.
Yeah.
You got a window unit.
He's lying. He's
lying. Yeah, you could, John. Yeah, there's you could. Yeah.
Refrigerant is that high.
Better get you a church fan.
I put it to you like, so you have to have your EPA card. You have to have your EPA card to be able to buy refrigerant. Like you can go to the store and go buy refrigerant.
It doubles as the.
You have to have an EPA card. So with him having the EPA card, he's going in there buying it for about like $175. But he's selling it for $300. You understand? So if you can sit there and negotiate with somebody else to come down on the price, go with it. Because they all gonna do the same thing.
Right. Okay, he trying to make a profit off of what he can only get.
He don't want you to get the church fan going.
Yeah, he's trying to make his Christmas money off.
Oh yeah.
Trying to make that money.
He's trying to make his Christmas money off. Or 4th of July.
He almost. Hey, Wilson, if it had been July, if it had been July, he'd have got me.
He would have got Christmas in July.
He'd have got me. If it was July, he'd have got me, Jack. Because but I'm straight. I'm straight. I tough it out tonight.
No, you turn around.
I tough it out tonight. But go ahead, Wilson.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, like, I could go get some. But it could be a minute before I get down. I can just come down and hook you up, and that'd be that. But it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'll be straight. Don't worry about it.
Hey, y'all gonna see John back there stuck to that leather chair.
You're gonna see Johnny be like, "Ha! This is the eye test. I'm as skinny as the eye."
Hey, look. When you have rolled in Chrysler cars with them vinyl bench seats in the front with no air conditioning and some tent that your dad put on overnight with a spray can.
If you ever sat in a Buick station wagon with the row seats in the back.
Ooh,
with the air
oh yeah. Oh, I've been there.
Yeah,
I've been there too. And
I've been there. And that's when my sister realized that folk could take their teeth out their mouth, because she was out there messing with a truck driver and he just spit his teeth out onto the windshield and she just
oh hell no. Lord help us.
But man, hey man, look, that back seat. Hey Winston, cut your volume up a little bit. I can barely hear you.
Oh, you know what?
And they're red peeping his head in the door.
Oh, you know what that means. We're gonna see the red mobile.
Oh, Boomhauser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a test, Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Hey, go ahead and tell us what you think about that first game, man.
Week 1. Where we at? We at
No, we're here. We're here.
Oh, so that's the season opener at home.
Yeah.
Against good old
Pittsburgh.
Dusty Crusty Arthur Smith. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Pittsburgh has a lot of fluctuation going on. I mean, a lot of fluctuation. Like they pretty much just rebuilt their entire offensive line during this offseason. They just added like 3 new starters. So if our team is what we think our team should be, what they sold us on our team will be, then we shouldn't have too much of an issue. I think we should win it. To be honest, you got to think about it. Like, we know what their offense is going to be. It's not like it's going to be a high scoring explosive offense like the line. No, that's not it. The Smith is methodical. Look at all the pieces that he brought in. He brought in like 6 players from the Falcons. Last year, he's very, very methodical. So if that's the case, then only thing we really got to worry about is what is T.J. Watt going to do against Kelly McGurk? And will T.J. Watt expedite Michael Penix getting on the field?
And week one?
Honest with you. And then you go look at
you trying to bench the quarterback after week one?
No, I ain't trying to bench him. I'm talking about him getting his head cracked.
Right.
Yeah, because they show up.
Well, we can't put Penix in because that'll be his blind side.
It's his blind side.
Can't put Penix in.
I mean,
he won't see it coming.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I've been saying for weeks when we made this pick and then we went through this draft and then we picked up free agents. We didn't do anything. We're stagnant right now. We're just adding people to the team. We're stagnant because you can't build around Kirk because you have Penix. You can't build around Penix because you have Kirk. You can't do both of them at the same time. Everybody talking about, well, we good because we got Kirk, and if he goes down, we got Penix. Okay. You have Penix, but you haven't thought about it. The right tackle is his blind side. That's his blind side. It's not like we sitting there and put in Bo Nix back there or Caleb Williams back there. That's not the case. We have a southpaw quarterback. I'm left-handed. I'm telling you, it's entirely different. Like everybody on this panel that sat there and thrown a football.
Yeah.
When you throw a football and you caught that thing back, are you worried about anything on behind you? You ain't even looking behind you. You ain't look back. When you sit there, drop back, you ain't even look over. Why? Because that's just natural progression. So when you're an NFL player, you should have that same comfortability. It's not happening. And we didn't do anything to address the situation. You can't build, you can't maximize this team, and you can't build for Penix. Not this year. So, Lord willing, Kirk make it through the season. But if we can neutralize T.J. Watt, I think we got a pretty good chance. The only other thing that I'm really worried about is Minkah Fitzpatrick. He should be back. He should be ready to go week one. So that Roman in the secondary, just like we have Jesse Bates, you know. But outside of that, I think we should win. I think we should win, and I think it should be 24-17.
Oh, there's another one stepping out predicting early.
You, John.
There's another one predicting early. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Winston. I said 27-17. So
we along in the same boat.
We in the same ballpark.
We just rolling on either side. We just rolling
our first cousins.
Hey, now, Tonio, what you thinking? I forgot you was in class. Cause see, man, you usually hide behind the door, trying not to get counted. But what you think, Tonio?
It's the type of game where Arthur Smith coming back to where he just got fired from. I hope Raheem them really break his spirit.
Happy.
Game one and just shut their offense down, or at least have like a ton of turnovers and just really break him where their offense just seems like it's not working. Make him look real bad. I don't care if we win by 1 point. As long as we win, that's all I care about.
Hey, Tony.
I'm not going to say 25 or 27-17, 24-17. All I'm going to say is +1. That's all I need.
Hey Tony, let me ask you this. Because you brought up the breaking spirit aspect. we all know what Arthur Smith want to do.
Run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, now we all football fans. What is the easiest way to what the hell?
Oh, that's red.
That's the Batmobile. That's the red mobile. Don't worry about that. He probably going to traffic. Yep.
The Batmobile would have more clarity to it.
Yeah.
He got the good satellite.
Yeah, that's true. He's got his people. He's like, he sounds like he's just stretched up. What's up?
He's on that Metro.
Yeah. He got
Red.
He got that string. He's got the can with the string on it. Hey,
Red. Red, put some water in that phone.
What's the question, Winston?
All right. So we know Arthur Smith. We know how he want to play the game. What is the easiest way to break a defense back?
It's run the ball at him.
To break a defense back.
Run the ball at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He can
Now,
try.
all right. Now, with this defense alignment that we have in a 3-4, do you feel secure in us defending the run?
Do I feel secure?
With
I trust in Raheem and his plan for this defense.
I got to see it. I got to see how we look.
See.
Yeah, man. I
got to see.
But I believe. But I want to see.
I'm gonna say 2 words that C Double doesn't like to hear though. I hope. C Double don't like that word hope.
Yeah, no. Hope's no. You can't say hope around him, man, because
I hope and I believe.
Hope
and I believe.
Hey, hope makes a man go insane.
That if he can get this defense to a point where like everybody plays their position and plays their role, I believe we'll be okay.
All
right. That question is for the rest of the panel too.
I mean, look, I keep saying it. I gotta see it because there's too many questions on defense because we don't have Mr. Nielsen is not going to be back. And not only that, you're playing a 3-4 style defense. They're not playing the defense that they were playing. So that means your secondary, there's some questions about who's going to be the guy next to Terrell. Is Richie Grant the guy? Is Helms the guy? Who are we going to adjust contracts with so we could possibly get some guys? Right now, we only got like $5 million left in the salary cap right now. So we would have to restructure.
But there hasn't been any major negotiations though. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm answering. Because I'm just looking at everything going on. And the other big question that no one's really said, because yes, Arthur Smith is going to be implanting the offense, and you would think we have the edge because we know that offense. But then again, how are we going to adapt? Because Pitts, really the only guy that I think I could say with confidence, full confidence, I can believe in Drake. I think Kurt's going to latch with him. We'll see how Mooney can adapt. And we got to, there's a lot of questions about every guy. Is Bijan going to take that next step? Is he going to be the guy that transforms the game, makes it easier? Can Bijan be Dalvin Cook? Because if he could be like Dalvin Cook, Kurt's going to have a good time with him.
He's going to be better than Dalvin.
Okay, I'm not listen to okay. I'm not trying to say he has to be. I'm saying be able to, for Kurt. I am trying to bring up, how offense can flow.
Can he help coach?
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. With better coaching and better play calling, Bijan would have been a beast last year.
Right. But the question, and then here's the other thing: are these coaches ready to step up to the plate?
First year, but they're first year coordinators, though.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say. Look, I am just throwing out in my view, what are question marks for this team? I can't be back here going, we got 13, 14 wins when I'm looking at a coach that, I could say Raheem has coached defense. I can't say Raheem's coached a team since the last time he coached in Tampa Bay was. I can't say, the offense. Well, what about the offense? Because we don't know what this guy's tendencies are. So this is what we just need to see. Okay. That's all I think. I think Bijan, can Bijan have a big year? I think the bigger question, can Kirk connect with Kyle Pitts? And can Pitts get more than 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Because
this is great. This is great conversation, and I don't want to cut it short. But at the same time, I got to give the other 2 on the floor.
I'm sorry.
No, because we still got 16 more games to get through.
I agree.
I think, in my opinion,
hey, you know what? Because the thing is that now to both of you all's points, C-Dub and Winston, to both of y'all's points, this is the launching point. Game 1 is the launching point. And since we got now Keely said it when he first came on. These first 3 games, good God Almighty.
Yeah.
So, and we do have 16 more games to get to, but man,
these first 3 is gonna
yeah, man. And
so here's the other thing about to what Winston was saying. Yeah, we know Arthur Smith and we know his system, but he also knows us because the personnel hasn't changed much on that defense. He's played against that defense for an entire year, entire 2 years. Yeah, the scheme has, but he knows Richie Grant can't cover. He knows Richie Grant can't cover. He's gonna pick on Richie Grant just like everybody else did.
I'm telling you, I was saying Fry move straight up the goddamn
or Washington.
So he knows us just like we know him, and I think,
and I'm pretty sure the coach know that too.
Yeah, they all know each other. None of them are strangers to nobody's offense. But he's personally familiar with the personnel on this team, so they haven't changed much. But what I'm saying is also, I think we kind of overstate Arthur Smith about how bad of a coach he was. Because I mean, really, what did he have to work with in his time here? Like, you're only as good as your quarterback, and we had 2 trash quarterbacks that we're judging him off of. So I think people kind of state their point. I think he's a much better OC than he is a head coach. You can't argue with someone who has a proven record in the NFL. It's not easy to coach in the NFL. He had a top 5 offense before he even came here. The best before you go there, I get he had Derrick Henry. However, the 2 best years of Henry's career was under him.
You're right.
The best years of Ryan Tannehill's career were under him.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry does not have any more All-Pro selections. All of them were all under Arthur Smith. So we got to give him his credit. They had a top 5 offense under him. They've never had one without him. So So I mean, I get you need, but you got to give him his credit for taking that talent somewhere that they've never been. So like I said, I think he was a bad head coach. I think he's a better OC than a head coach, and he also knows the talent that's on this team.
Quick strike. What do you think the outcome will be? Week 1, right now.
I think it's a toss-up. I honestly think it's a toss-up.
You got it as a pick 'em.
I got it as a pick 'em. It can go either way. I would like to think that we have the edge, but I'm also factoring. I'm not going to just assume a first-time play caller and a first-time DC is going to bat 100% in their first game.
Straight out of the gate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you got a veteran on the other side on the coaching staff. You got a veteran head coach, Tomlin. He's going to be more prepared for that game than arguably Raheem. I think Raheem is a great coach, but dude, we're talking about a lot of experience on that other sideline. I think our offense is not going to be the issue in this game. The scheme, everything is a perfect marriage. I don't think our offense is going to be the issue. I think my concern in that first game is our defense.
Yeah,
we're going to score points.
Now,
I'm not worried about
that. Now, I got somebody that done crashed the party here, and as usual, you can't see him because he got that heat lamp on. He probably took that bulb out of one of the street lights there, and that's red. Red.
He done slid in through the back door. He had the gambling table.
I didn't even know he was here. What's going on, Red?
What's up, John?
Hey man, we talking about game number 1. What you think?
Well, hold on. Let's get to Ron and Red. You
Oh, did you go?
No, Ron haven't went.
I just wanted to say, do we got to play Richie?
Yeah, Ron did go. He gave a prediction. That before you got here, Winston. He gave a prediction.
Do we got to play Richie Grant?
You have to, because you don't have a better option. Hellum's not a better cover on safety. Y'all gotta stop that. He's a better. He's a better.
You lost C-Dub again.
But overall, he's not a better coverage safety than Richard Grant. He showed out in preseason against third string backup quarterback.
Damn computer, I swear.
Hellum is not that. He's a box safety. He fit well within the box.
Okay.
I ain't gonna make that joke. Hey Ray, what you got? What you got, man?
Ray, what you barbecuing?
He smoking something.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he already got started because he talking about.
Right, he don't even hear enough. Red.
Yeah, I'm here.
You sure?
Hey, what you think about week 1, Red?
Week 1. Let's see who that. That's Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh at home.
Pittsburgh here.
Man, it's gonna be a tough one, man. We got Arthur Smith coming back home. Well, not home, but coming back to face his old team.
Yeah, please, man.
Yeah, that's definitely not his home. Mike Tomlin on the other side. Now, what Mike say Arthur Smith is Arthur Smith ain't the head coach. So he not really making all the doggone decisions, all the important decisions. He got an experienced Super Bowl winning head coach that's taking the brunt from him. So all he got to do is just do his job. Man. I'm trying to be as realistic as I can, because in my heart, I'm gonna say that we're gonna win, but my head, man, I know Arthur Smith, whatever he can remember from our team, he gonna use all of that against us, and it still may not work though. It's probably gonna come down. Honestly, it's probably gonna come down to whatever quarterback probably play the best between Russell and Kirk. Pittsburgh defense probably smidget. Well, it's better than ours. I ain't gonna lie. It's better than ours, and we really don't know what type of defense we're gonna have until we see it on the field week 1. I'm not just gonna take all the stuff from last year. At the 9th ranked, who was 11th ranked last year? Can't put that on this year team till we at least see some evidence on the field. So right now, I'm gonna go with whichever quarterback play the best and being at home. I'm gonna give Kirk the edge, even though it's probably against my better judgment. I'll say it's a tight game, and Young Ho Koo winning in the field goal in the 4th quarter. So I think Falcons win by 3.
You touched on something, and I think it's gonna be really important because you said at home. This better be a real home game. Because I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
My girl family is from Pittsburgh, right? So the last time they were here, she had family come down and everything and all that. When I tell you, I got to go on the field that day. So pre-game, we got to do the flag or whatever. So I got to come out the tunnel, and I looked up in the stands, and I saw a whole bunch of terrible towels. I'm talking about half the stadium terrible towels. We cannot have that happen week one.
Well, it's gonna happen. I mean, Pittsburgh fans, they travel well.
That was going to be my point. That was definitely going to be my point. Because the thing is that Pittsburgh, Chicago, Washington, Dallas, who else?
New York,
Kansas City,
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Let me tell y'all something real quick.
Green Bay.
I posted my tickets the minute the schedule dropped. My Kansas City and Dallas tickets sold within 20 minutes.
Hey.
They when I tell you, I was looking at the listings. When I was looking at the listings, they were going for like 800 a ticket. And them things sold within 20 minutes of me posting them at 8 p.m.
Dang.
Yeah, they coming. And just like Keely said, just like y'all saying, man, look, these people, especially those old established franchises from the old NFL and from the old AFL, Cleveland too. Even as bad as Cleveland is, Cleveland, they will go because you got plenty of folk that are retired, got those Winnebagos, motorhomes or whatever. They don't care nothing about putting that thing on the road. They don't care about buying no plane ticket. They coming. Wherever their team is playing, they will come. Those are generational fans. Those are generational fans. So just like they said, do not look if that first game Pittsburgh. No, don't sell it. What you got, Red?
So John, what you said is they're gonna treat the Benz like Kevin Costner's baseball field and Field of Dreams. If we build it, they gonna come.
If you give them a seat,
they gonna come.
You sit down and you look over and you go, why is my section overloaded with terrible towels? And you're like,
you'll be in that. Hey, C-Dub, you'll be in that section alone.
Mm-hmm.
You will be surrounded.
I'll just be like, well, I'm gonna get beat up. Okay.
hey, because see, in some games, because I remember I went to a Falcons game and I was surrounded by 49ers fans. I mean, I was surrounded by 49ers fans. And every time we did something, I didn't have no backup. Everybody, y'all ain't gonna do that. And I didn't have nobody to back me up. I felt like that. I don't know whether y'all remember that dog and that Porky Pig. No, the Porky Pig and Daffy. No, excuse me. It was a Daffy Duck cartoon where Elmer Fudd was boxing Daffy Duck. And that dog was up there in the stand by himself, and every time he cheered, they cleaned him off of that bench with a whole bunch of junk.
I remember that.
Every time that joker cheered, yay! They clean buddy right off the dog bench. But see, thing is, see, I'm listening to each one of you talk about your expectations for this game. I'm listening to it, and I hear the enthusiasm and the energetic from a lot of you, and then I hear realistic because of what we put on the field in the previous 3 weeks. Now the realization that we have a new coaching staff, the realization that we have holes, the realization that we really don't know what we got yet is sinking in, not just with you guys, but with everybody. Because this game is definitely, this game right here, this ain't no pushover. This is not no pushover, just by virtue of the fact that Tomlin's coaching the team. Arthur Smith makes it easier, in my opinion. Arthur Smith just makes it easier because you coming in there with somebody to hate. I'm serious. You coming in there with somebody to hate. All right.
Now are we gonna make sure Future have his tickets for the game?
See,
Ron said that the very first moment.
See,
you know what? Hey, Red.
If y'all really think that Russell Wilson is worried about future,
well, I tell you what, they gonna put him on the big screen. If they put him up there on that doggone board up there, Future's at the game. Oh shit!
Let me ask you this: have you ever seen Russell Wilson at Cascade? And I'm in Virginia. Have you ever seen Russell Wilson at Cascade? They're down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You talking about the skating rink?
Yeah.
What part of Cascade?
The west side.
Sierra don't come down there no more.
Hold on. What Future from?
He's from
Kirkwood. The west side.
No, he's not from the west side. He's from Kirkwood.
Hey, that even Wilson.
Oh shoot, that's inner city beat right
Ron's
there.
cracking me up over here.
I got a question.
Now y'all know Ron got beef with all these West Side hoods. I don't know why y'all.
Have y'all seen Thick CC?
All right. Hey John, well, what's game 2? What's game 2?
Eagles.
Game 2. Now I don't know what the NFL is trying to do.
Monday Night Football.
Got 4 primetime games. 4.
I bought my flight.
The first one.
We're gonna see what happened.
First one, we going to Philadelphia on Monday night. Woo-wee.
At Philly.
Now, Philadelphia will pee out at the end of the season. But they'll start a season off. Kind of right. And we'll be number 2. Now, what y'all thinking? Keely, go ahead and start it off, Keely. What you thinking, man?
I think that one is going. If I wasn't a Falcons fan, I would put my money on Philly at home at night. That's their home opener too.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a Monday night game. Yeah, I will put my money on. Yeah.
I see what you said.
I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what you've been told. I've been told a lot.
Fit right in too.
All right, Ron.
Oh.
I hate to say this, but
I know you do.
We're gonna lose that game.
No,
why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those players from Georgia, and they wanted to get this. The rumor I'm hearing, they wanted to get drafted by the Falcons, so they might have their best game that day.
No.
Keep in mind they got a 10-day
that the rumor I hear.
They got a 10-day gap, a 10-day rest period too as well, because they got the Brazil game.
Yeah,
the first game. So
they're playing on Friday. That one.
Yep. So they got a 10-day wait before they have to play us.
Wait a minute. They playing that the first week Friday, week 1.
Yeah, week 1. They're playing on against. Give me a minute. I'm getting the schedule
Packers,
for them.
The Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
The Packers in Brazil, Friday, September 6th. And our Monday night game is the 16th. So they got 10 days in between those games.
We got that.
Damn, bright idea was that.
That Roger Goodell.
Yep, wanting that money.
Brazil.
So their home opener is off a 10-day break.
I don't care if they mad because they didn't get drafted by the Falcons and they played for UGA. Guess what? That don't mean you're gonna have a better game.
Right. They're gonna have a better game because they got a lot of talent on offense.
I wouldn't give a damn, bro. The way I feel, we the Atlanta Falcons, bro, and I'm a realist.
How you feel ain't gonna help our secondary, because you got AJ on one side and you got Smith on the other.
Okay,
and we only got one cornerback, and that ain't got your feelings ain't gonna help our secondary.
Philly got a whole 10 days before we play them.
We got 7.
they have a whole 10 days before we play them.
Mm-hmm.
We play on week on the 16th. Their week 1 game is on the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
They have a whole 10 games before we play them.
And now, where in hold on, where in Brazil are they playing?
Sao Paulo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that where they cut folks' heads off?
Let me do a little research. Sao Paulo. Okay. Sao Paulo. Okay.
That where they cut the folks' heads off at?
I think so.
Fly virus.
No, where they cut folks' heads off at is in Philadelphia on that Monday night.
They start booing people.
Respect regression. You have to respect.
I'm talking about overseas beheading killers.
Tell me about it. See, he might reveal something he don't have no business.
Hey, John, give me
Yes.
I mean after this one. Yeah. Ray Ellison, you have to expect regression just because switching scheme. The things that made this defense click last year, you let go.
Yep.
Like when we finally had a decent defense, nobody took the time to actually break down why the hell we had a decent defense. We finally had a pass rush, and that was subliminal. That was subpar as hell.
That's so
we had 40 sacks. You got teams out here getting
real though.
I'm real too.
You see what I'm saying?
He's giving you real information.
So now when you take away 13 of those sacks out of 40, and you didn't replace it with some improvement, how far do you think things are going to go? Because it's a growing cycle. Now you're expecting young players to step in and shit that grown men supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you're expecting a 17-year-old, 16-year-old to be the man in the house when Daddy left, when Daddy was taking care of shit.
Mm-hmm.
What? There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them.
You can laugh at what you want. That's it. That's why we always have this issue. We've always had this issue because we've been doing the same dumbass shit.
Yeah.
We keep on getting these young second, third round players thinking that they're supposed to solve the issue, and none of them go. The only one that shook out was who? AK. And AK at best right now is a marginal pass rusher. He's a pass
get great by week 2.
So now we didn't re-sign Bud Dupree. He just went through the trial for 2 years for $10 million, a fucking steal. Calais Campbell is still not signed or decided when he coming back to the team or coming back to the NFL, period.
Can I ask a quick question?
Go for it.
Okay. With how everyone feels given a 10, 11, 12 game win, like everybody said last week, everybody was above, I think, 10 games? Us winning 10 games?
Now it wasn't not
with
me.
how y'all feel, with what y'all feel about the defense, are you like solely going on offense alone? Because don't really seem like y'all believe in the defense at all.
I still think we're gonna win 11 games. We just not gonna be the Eagles.
The defense,
in my opinion, we need more pieces on defense.
Hold on. When we said there and spent $80 million on a defense, look how many pieces of
you go with that again.
They're not here no more.
Mm-hmm.
This defense is going to regress. You have to be logical with yourself. Don't get me wrong. I love the Falcons. I'm a fanboy as much as anybody else, but I'm logical with myself. We spent X amount of money last year, and it showed up because we spent that money. All right. Where is it at this year? Because we didn't spend that money here.
Yep.
How much of that money? How much? The only
B.
Wait, hold on. The only real factors from the money that we spent last year that's still on this team is Jesse Bates, Caden Ellis, and David Onyemata.
Mm-hmm.
Now you tell me another person that really impacted from last year that's here that we spent money on. This defense is going to regress. Why? Because when we came to this point this year, we didn't fill in what we lost. We didn't fill it in. We didn't go get a Calais Campbell replacement. Ryan,
exactly, Wallace. Exactly.
Zach Harrison. Okay, he had 3 sacks last year. Zach Harrison will be. I don't see him get on the field too much this year. I'm gonna be honest, because
I don't think we have to see a team play to have an expectation. Like, we don't think Carolina gonna win this year.
You're not gonna sit there and draft that many people of the same type if you had hope and pray for the person that was brought in the year before him. You gotta think about it. Zach Harrison is exactly like Doyle. He's exactly like Ruku.
Damn.
He is.
I mean, yeah.
I'm telling you, he's the exact same player. And you just drafted him last year. Even though a whole new coaching staff,
bro.
even though you just drafted, you got a whole new coaching staff, at the same time, you have to look at it. If I believe that much in him, I wouldn't have spent these draft picks on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is a good point.
I mean,
straight, but that's a good
Now,
point.
okay.
Well, okay. I was gonna. Yeah.
Now let me say this. Now, now what Winston is saying is true. And somebody beeping.
Hold on, let me check my beeper.
If she puts 911 red, go ahead and call her.
Yeah, that's what I'm not gonna call.
But tuck and roll out the window, close the window, and then you figure it out from there. But if she got
okay,
that point.
now,
no comment.
It is agreed, and see, like I said, we were talking about week 1. Okay, realization and logical thinking and critical assessment. And by the way, that's James Holloway down there in that bottom right.
What's up, James?
And he decided to cut the light on.
Hey, James showed up on my show yesterday, man, and we had a little debate, so it was fun.
Damn, James, you don't really look the same, man. I'm used to you came on in the daytime.
Yeah, used to trying to find him.
24 on blade shit.
I was expecting, hey, Winston, I was expecting the red light district, and then I saw him outside. I'm like, whoa, James, I'm not used to you outside. My bad.
Oh no, now see, James has when he really gets on about something, he'll come on during the day. Because I remember it was after one game, James came up, man, what the heck?
Oh yeah,
man, he went up one side and down up in sunlight.
Sunlight. It ain't everybody that's on the chat, future viewers. Please tune in to James Holloway. He streamed every game when he got a chance. It's great entertainment. You gonna feel all the emotions of the game. However the game go, you gonna feel it. My dog put it down.
Yeah.
We're putting you over, James.
That is correct. Now, what I was gonna say was that okay. Now, there are some things that we need to take as givens, as far as the team is concerned, and as far as the schedule is concerned. There are some givens that we need to take. Okay, we got defensive situations that we do need to address, because The defense is not what you thought. Well, the defense is not what it was last year. Okay, there are some pieces missing. There are some coaches missing. Now,
there's some quarterbacks missing,
and you got some quarterbacks missing. Now the two quarterbacks that you got are way better than what you had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now they haven't thrown a pass, but they are better than what you had last year. Now they haven't thrown past one.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up Wallace Smith. How do you know they ain't played yet?
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's the thing. We have not seen any of these teams. Matter of fact, if you're gonna look at Pittsburgh, if you're gonna look at New Orleans, if you're gonna look at any of the 30 other teams in the league, we don't know what they're bringing from last year into this year. Just like we don't know what we're gonna have from last year into this year, except the names and figures on paper. And you know what my motto is: get it off the paper, put it on the field.
There you go.
Right now, our best guess as far as records, wins or losses against these teams, we have to kind of base some of it on what they did last year. A little bit of it. Can't base it all because they're going to be changes. But you got to base it a little bit on what they did last year. Now, because see, thing is now we base it all on what they did last year. Hell, Falcons going 4-13. No, 4-14. Because like I said, they always 10-point underdogs in the bye week. Okay.
You had it right. You had it right. We only playing 17 games.
No. Yeah, red. We 10-point underdogs in the bye week.
Oh, okay. You count the bye week. My bad.
Yeah. Because last year we lost. It was Interstate 20, Falcons 7. So.
Hey man, Interstate's tough. They got a really hard defense.
Yeah, Interstate, man, they got a brick wall defense.
You mean I-285 got some good defense?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, man, folk go to the hospital every day on 285. So 285. Hey, they hurting folk over there.
Don't y'all get stuck in traffic? Ain't traffic down there bad as hell?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know why that is.
Yeah. The defense, hell, you can't score nowhere.
Yeah. All these newcomers on defense. That's why the traffic be like that.
True that.
This is a big no.
Send some of these folks back home.
All right. Hey, did everybody get a chance to comment on this week 2 matchup?
No, actually, I was going to bring up one thing real quick, just a general thing. Last year's schedule, because everyone was saying, well, what's the big thing? Well, our defense was successful, yes. But look at how many times we had to play the backup quarterbacks, and we failed. And that's where, when I look at our defense, I am concerned because you're going against a Patrick Mahomes. You're going to go against, whether we think he's Baker Mayfield's a joke or not, Baker could throw the ball too, So there are teams that are going to give us some challenges. And I think it's fair for us to look at it and go, okay, who's got AJ's other side? What about the defense? Who's going to step up since we don't have Calais? We don't have, the guys that we were leaning on. So that's what I wanted to say. I think the Eagles game, I think the first 3 games, well, the first 4 games are going to probably be the biggest test for us.
All right. Hey, James, did you go? What you thinking about week 2
against the Eagles?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a physical. I think it's going to be physical to me. The thing is that I think I'm going to be honest. I think they lose. Because for the simple fact that
be in the box on standby.
Oh no, I ain't gonna break the TV. But it just, I think they still be trying to figure it out at that point. And you got a well-oiled machine in Philly right now, so that's gonna overweigh the Falcons in the end. Because as everybody concerned is that we don't know who's gonna step up on that defensive line. We really don't know who's gonna step up in the secondary in that second corner spot. And overall, with that being said, they still learning a new offense. So that's why I think they're gonna lose week 2. Because they still gonna because the first 3, even though they have preseason, but they still gonna try to kind of piece everything together.
All right, now I wanted to let me look at something right quick here. Okay, now, and I'm looking at last year, Philadelphia. I'm looking at Philadelphia last year. Wait a minute. Let me, before I start, did everybody get a chance to comment on the Philadelphia game? I want to make sure everybody did. Ron, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said it was gonna be a loss. Red, did you comment?
Everybody, my faults ain't too different from everybody else. Except for I probably think we're gonna squeak out the win.
Exactly.
Okay.
But because you gotta think these Phillies coming off a bad second half too, and I'm still not sold on Phillies coach, even though I know talent wise they got us, so they got us talent wise, but coaching wise, I'll take my coach over Nick Sirianni any day. So it's gonna be a good game, but I'm just not so completely on Philly's preparational methods. So I mean, if they give us an opening, I mean, Kirk Cousins can walk right through it. So if they let us hang around, I'm not saying Kirk Cousins can't beat them. So I'll soak it up as another close win. So right now I'm 2-0.
Ray got his phone on his lap.
You know what's interesting is that they fired both their coordinators, and they had a top 10 offense last year. As bad as all that happened in the second half, they finished the season with a top 10 offense. Not many coaches get fired when you have a top 10 offense. Not many OCs get fired.
Yeah, let you know that head coach.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, and see, that's why I want to take a look at Philadelphia, because see, as Red said, that second half, they fell. They lost to Frisco 42-19, Dallas 33-13. They lost to Seattle 20-17. They beat the Giants. They beat the Giants 33-25. They lost to Arizona.
Everybody beat the Giants.
Huh?
Everybody beat the Giants.
Well, hold on.
Then wait a minute. The Giants came back and beat them 27-10. And they had a wild card game and lost to Tampa Bay 32-9. Now, like Keely was saying, yeah. Now, like Keely was saying, I guess it might have been because of that second half slump that they fired that offensive coordinator. They just wanted to clean house or something. I don't know. But Philadelphia was not the juggernaut they were in the beginning of the season. So, for my money, and like James said, not James, but Antonio said, it's going to be a physical game. It's definitely going to be a physical game. And
I think both games will.
And thank goodness. Now, that's one thing that Arthur Smith did do. He got us bigger. It's not like the other teams are looking down at the Falcons on the line of scrimmage and looking at us like little boys. That's one thing that I'm glad of. That's one thing I'm glad of. All right. Well, since everybody's commented on that one, guess what? After the Monday night game, we got a Sunday night game against the Kansas City Chiefs on NBC. Now Monday night has when Monday night, and this is just my opinion, when Monday night left ABC, it lost a lot of luster.
Yeah.
And it lost luster to me. And Sunday night took over as the premier game. Because you supposedly have the A-team announcers, you got the people, all people, it's and it's just took over. I just have to, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling that Sunday night is the premier game. What y'all thinking about the Kansas City Chiefs? And I think that Millie Mills said that the Chiefs game is a measuring stick for him. Now,
okay.
I'm gonna start at the bottom. Hey James, what you thinking about Kansas City and the Atlanta Falcons? Sunday night, prime time. After you done got through eating, you done left church. You done washed the car.
Bought you a new red light.
You went to the grocery store.
Got those chicken wings.
Hey James, I'm trying to load it up. Now because this Sunday night, man.
Sunday night. Well, I'll
waiting all day
to see how the defense do, how they would try to contain Mahomes. That's gonna be my critical thing, and see how we can keep the speed at minimum, because they got some speedsters over there now. And I know speed is not everything when it comes to the wide receiver position and everything like that, but when you got an incredible quarterback like Patrick Mahomes over there, it's gonna be critical to try to make him make mistakes. And that's what I'm gonna be looking for within that defense, because overall I think our offense will do good against their defense. They lost some key pieces last year. like L'Jarius Sneed and some other pieces in their secondary. So their secondary is a little bit exploitable. I know they still got Trent McDuffie and everybody, but their secondary is still kind of weak to me. So I know our offense can do well against their defense. It's just our defense, our secondary against their receivers, and how we can get to Patrick Mahomes. That's why I'm going to be critical about it.
All right. Hey, C-Dub, what you think?
All right. I keep talking about the first four games, but here's what I'm going to say. These first three, it's going to be the biggest test for this team, because right out the gate, you have to answer these big questions. You're going to have a primetime game. How did Kurt perform after the Monday Night Football? How are fans going to respond? You know, if we're 1-1, if we're 0-2, coming back to go against Kansas City, the champs. You know, my thing is this. You know, usually you'll say you'd like to get the champs early. I just want to see this game, but I think it's going to just be a measuring stick of where we are and what we have to do to get better. That is what I think they have to look at is, can we compete? Can we go toe-to-toe with the big dogs? And how far are we? That's kind of my thinking when I look at this game, because this is going to be a tough game. I mean, you're going to have Chris Collinsworth, you know, spewing his love for Patrick Mahomes. So y'all just listen to 92.9 or listen to the Dixon Way. They'll do a better job calling the game than those guys will.
Put you on that, C-Dub.
Hey, C-Dub, when you punching folk in the stomach, use a glove, please.
No. I like to use the bare fist, man. Come on.
Oh, okay. I hate you. All right.
You got to make them feel it.
Tonio. Talk to him, Tonio. What you think?
I think it's going to be a shootout.
Now, okay. Now that you said that, based on what you got, right now, on paper, can we hang?
Offensively, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Okay. Well, see, thing here now, Antonio, sometimes some folk bring a knife to a gunfight. So and it's declared as a shootout. It's declared as a shootout if you down by 21. So, hey, that's why I say on paper. That's why I'm asking. On paper, can we hang in a shootout?
Yes.
Now, how far behind do you think we can fall and still have a chance at coming back?
You talking about you talking about against Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
Me, my personal opinion, I don't think that we fall. I think like we go tit for tat with them.
Okay.
Because
I think
they lost a lot of people on defense too.
Okay.
So it's not like, we coming out there and they just gonna have their way with us. Nah, it ain't gonna be like that. Cause they got to answer to Bijan, they got to answer to Drake, they got to answer to Pitts, they got to answer to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we starting out week 3, and even if let's say Kurt is hurt, God forbid, I still think even if Penix was in that game, I still think it'll be a shootout.
Okay. All right, Winston, what you thinking?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hope so.
See when go ahead and take a sip, Winston, because I don't know what that is you eating. take a sip before you start talking.
I'm waiting till everybody start laughing. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, you gotta play Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
and then you turn around, you gotta play Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, on a short week, you're gonna play the defending champion that had the number 2 defense in the league last year. And they didn't lose that much. They lost with Jerry Sneed, and they drafted pieces to cover beforehand. Chris Jones still back. Travis Kelce just got extended.
Yep.
Then they draft a couple of receivers. Then they bring in Marquise Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think our offense will be our highlight of that game. I think our defense will let us down. I don't think that we're gonna get blown out, but I don't think we're gonna win. I think we'll end up losing by like 4, 7, somewhere in that neighborhood. Just enough to be respectable, but I don't think that we're gonna beat them. Not at this point in the season. Now, if we face them later on in the season, it could be a talent situation. But at this point in game 3, after running that gauntlet of the 2 games beforehand, I don't see it. I honestly don't see it, because by then, Patrick Mahomes, he'll be hitting his stride. At the same time, us as a team would not be hitting our stride, because we got a new head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. We're not hitting our stride that early. We'll make our flashes because we got talent. But when we hit our stride, that'll be more around like week 6, 7. 6 or 7. That's where, when you see the uptick, all right, now you know what you have as a team. And then whatever happens from there will happen from there. But right now, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Kansas City.
So you thinking 1 and 2?
No, I got us going 2-1.
What?
And that one is who?
You had us beating the Eagles?
I got us beating the Eagles. I got us beating the Eagles. I got us beating the Steelers. Beat the Eagles, beat the Steelers, lose Kansas City. 2-1.
Okay, well let me ask you this, Winston. Okay, if and this, I'm gonna say this. That Kansas City loss after those 2 wins. And the bad part about it, if you do lose at Kansas City, you're losing it at home. But is it a big deal?
Right now, in week 3?
Yeah.
The only way it'd be a big deal is if we lost the 2 games beforehand. That's the only way it's a big deal. Now, if we was already 0-2 going to play Kansas City, and then we lose to Kansas City, all right, now it's an issue because now you better go into your divisional run, but you don't have nothing up on your division.
But you still got Carolina twice. You got Denver. You got Washington. You got some layups coming.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like you got to go into your divisional run, but you don't have anything up on your division. Your division is going to start picking up wins. The only team that I think may not pick up is probably Carolina. But I mean, Carolina ain't something to be slept on. Their offensive line, they still ain't got that fully together, but talent-wise, they got talent on the field.
Hey, y'all throwing gang signs, man. All right. Y'all sitting up here throwing gang signs up here.
We doing basketball move. It's a layup, man.
Y'all. Okay, well, go ahead and lay it up, Red. What you think?
Yeah, Red.
Yeah,
Red.
Yeah,
Tell me
Red.
your hours, Red. Tell me your hours.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll knock it off and let me get my point in. It's gonna be real quick. Winston is not too. Winston and Antonio are really not too far about where I'm going. I'm kind of with Tonio as far as the shootout going on, but like Winston, it's hard for me to predict a victory over the champ. First of all, let me say, Taylor Swift, I hope you have a good time visiting my Benz. Can't wait till you get in town and enjoy yourself, Taylor. We'll be ready for you, okay? So,
please come see Red.
But anyway, with that being said,
you a Swiftie?
With that being said, with these 2 hard-fought victories that we're gonna have against the Pennsylvania Punks, we're gonna let these little Missouri guys, they're gonna eke one out of us. Even with the shootout, they might get us by the field goal in the end because our defense might give up just enough yardage for that dude that's about to be canceled soon for him to kick a game-winning field goal in our house, and we start the season off 2-1. But the reason I say it's not a big deal because we're gonna do some good things in the first 2 weeks. We're gonna play Kansas City pretty good. It's gonna be a shootout. We're gonna lose in the end by 3, and it's gonna be good because we played the champs to the wire. We took the champs to the wire after beating Pittsburgh, after beating Philly, and these pundits still gonna be looking at us and saying, "Oh wow, the Falcons, they might be for real now. They beat Philly, beat Pittsburgh. They almost beat the Chiefs, but defense got one more stop. But I think that's how it's gonna turn out. We're gonna lose a close one to the champs. It's just hard for me to predict the victory against the champs right now and the best quarterback in the league, even if it's at home. But I know I'm with Antonio. I think we're gonna play them hard all the way down to the wire. Since I can't completely say what our defense gonna be looking like, because it's gonna be some learning.
What if we beat them though? Ooh.
If that happens, Antonio, then I'm pretty sure you can imagine how happy I'll be. But right now, we're just taking educated guesses, and I'm just not ready to go there against the champs right now. But Pittsburgh and Philly, we're gonna be ready for all of them. But we just might lose this one. Kansas City just might eke us out in the end in that fourth quarter. Defense might give up. Like I said, it's gonna be on that last drive. They ain't gonna score a touchdown. They'll probably just hit enough yardage, and then little dude that's about to get canceled to come in and probably kick a 50 or something yard on us. Well, we're not thinking it's gonna go in, but we're like, wow, he made that one. Oh man, we lost, man. But okay, but we'll feel good because we played them all the way to the wire, and then we'll be ready for the divisional game coming up with a 2-1 record, and Red still feeling good. Come on, Carolina. Come on, Tampa. We ready for you now, baby.
All right, Ron. Yeah, you heard Red, Ron.
Yeah, I heard that bullshit.
Well, bullshit is what you better hear right now. Come on, Ron. And speak.
Listen to yourself.
Spell that.
I got us beating Kansas City.
Okay.
And this why. We don't know what Kansas City team we will play. What I mean by that, sometimes they start off real slow. And they get their drive in the middle of the year.
Tell them about that gun line, balls.
So I got us winning that game to prove a point.
I would love for it to happen.
Okay, now Ron.
You're right. Kansas City started off slow last year and the year before that too.
And they won the Super Bowl championship.
Hey.
They got their stride about like week 7.
Well, I need to see Kirk Cousins beat him down.
I think.
Because let me wait a minute. Somebody said something about this. Oh, Ray Ellison. Now, see now, he's asking a question about Kansas City having somebody else other than Kelsey that can catch, because
then they drafted
now that first game, the first game that they played last year, wasn't that was Thursday Night Football, wasn't it? Because they were first
against the Lions.
Yeah. And that's right. It was against Detroit.
They didn't have any receivers last year.
And man, I mean, he was putting the ball in their hands. And it looks like that was the worst possible place for it, because they couldn't hold on to nothing.
They couldn't squeeze the biscuit.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember that was a pass that he threw that was a touchdown. Mm-hmm. It was a touchdown, and it hit the man dead in the hands, and the man dropped it. And see,
who you talking about?
You know, stuff like, and they lost to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Detroit that first doggone game. Now, can you say that they gave Detroit some momentum? Can you say that Detroit was fired up about that game?
Yeah.
Or you know, they started running or started going after that game? Because see, the thing is that after you watch that Detroit Kansas City game, you saw how Kansas City lost. They beat themselves.
Yeah.
Okay? In my opinion, they beat themselves. So, you know, I'm just trying to cover all bases, and with that, Keely, what do you think?
Antonio, cover your ears.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to you. Cover your ears. I don't want you to be talking about your feelings again. So cover your ears real quick.
I'm doing you like you did, old boy. What you say? Who you talking to?
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Don't feel it, man. What's wrong with you?
Hold on. I just want to know who he talking to.
He talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me.
I'm just making sure.
What you say about my mama?
So
you talking to me? You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
You brought up how they couldn't catch anything last year. So what they did was they went and got receivers. They went and got Hollywood Brown. They went and drafted receivers. They went in. They said we're gonna fix this issue. So Andy Reid's still there. Yeah. Kelsey's still there. Yep. Yeah. All them boys still there. It's not like it's a new offense, a new install. They've been running the same plays for a couple years now. So we're gonna get smacked. Yeah, it's we still got holes in secondary, right? Who playing the other corner, other side of AJ?
Seymour Butts.
Okay.
Understand.
And Richie's still back there, right?
Yeah, Richie definitely. Yeah, Toasty.
So unless we're gonna have Bates play center field and play sideline to sideline and just take the whole secondary himself, I don't see how
lame ass nigga.
I don't see how. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you're gonna talk about your feelings some more, but we got some.
My feelings, they just opinions, bro.
No, you were talking about your feelings earlier, but
and I missed that.
What I say about my feelings?
Yeah.
I forgot the exact quote, but you were talking about the Eagles game, how you feel something like that. Your feelings.
No, he was like, I want to go with us, but I feel that
right. That's just me giving my opinion.
We're gonna end up
Well, okay, it was something to that effect.
No.
But we're gonna get smacked. It's going.
I don't think we're gonna get smacked.
Gonna get smacked like Akon.
So here's the thing. I get everybody feel good right now. You know, we overhype, and it happens all the time. And sometimes we feel like we just gonna, this team that's on this 6-year losing streak is just gonna come in and just all of a sudden be world beaters. I get it. We feel like this every year. Even when we had Ritter at quarterback, people felt like we were gonna win 11 games.
Who thought that?
No, they were fans. His name was Big Low Country.
There was a lot of
what's gonna win 11?
There was a lot of people who felt like he was going to take us to the playoffs. I had people saying that he was going to throw 20 touchdowns. Anyway, it happens every year. I think our offense is going to be straight, but I think that's too much pressure to put on Kirk. Kirk, I just for reference, how does he perform in these primetime games on Monday nights, Sunday nights? He has a look on those games. I tried to look up how many times they played each other, but he did lose to Mahomes the one time he played.
Yeah.
He only got one prime time week.
So it doesn't. I just don't see it. I think we will do well, but all it's going to take is a turnover to just because we're not going to. Our offense is going to play, but we're not going to be able to stop them either. And all it's going to take is 1 or 2 turnovers or one turnover to get it lopsided.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hurt you, man, but I would black out this game. Don't even turn the TV on for this one. Hope we get blacked out. Whatever. I don't even want to see it. It's going to be
God. We gotta at least watch our game. We gotta at least see us in prime time, though, man.
I mean, it's a home game, though, ain't it?
It is home, but
yeah,
like our chances.
Well, the NFL blackout rules. We can't hide no more. Can't hide no more.
I'm glad.
No more. Now, okay.
If it make everybody feel better, we're gonna smack Carolina both times, but.
Hold on 1 second. All right, 2022, 2021.
We still 2-1 season.
I don't gotta beat in the Eagles.
Oh, dang. 22 joy.
2020.
What'd he say?
Okay, now.
Are you talking to me?
No, come on, now. You were right there with me.
No, I'm with you. No. I am with you. Don't you think I'm not? I'm just saying. This is funny. I love how we all were like going, wait, what? We.
Got it.
Now,
I really did think he was sad talking to him.
He was ready to rock bottom.
Oh man, no, I won't do that. I gotta try to take care of my back and do my workouts now. So I can't be rock bottoming people for no reason. RKO might be another thing though.
He was about to come off the bottom rope.
Now see.
Y'all making me sound like
y'all making me think of that old wrestling where them jokers were throwing fire in each other's face and the talcum powder and the great kabuki with that old black smoke that come out and he light. Man, y'all, you're dirty. All of you are dirty.
Real little when that happened.
Yeah. I saw videos.
Okay,
VHS videos of the Great Kabuki, but I did see the Great Muta wrestle.
Now, the last time that the Falcons played Kansas City, that was before Arthur
that was
Smith
Dan Quinn. Here. Yeah, that was the Dan Quinn regime, and they actually played them well.
And
recently doing Arthur Smith, I think.
That was Dan Quinn's last year, 2020.
Mm-hmm. I want to say 2019.
That's the last time we played Kansas City.
I think so.
2019.
I think so.
I swear we played them recently, like within the last. I thought Arthur Smith played them once.
I'll pull it up, but I'm looking it up.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it in Pro Football Reference, and it's saying to the 2020 season.
I know Matt Ryan was quarterback when we played the last time we played him, and it was in Kansas City.
Hey, y'all gonna have me looking this up for real.
I'm looking it up.
I think it was the game Hennessy first started at center.
Look it up. It could be Arthur Smith first year. Matt Ryan.
I feel like AJ got
I think that was.
It was 2020. It was 2020. We lost 17-14.
I think AJ got an interception that game.
Yeah.
Was Arthur Smith here?
No, that was Quinn.
Right.
Actually, technically that was Raheem Morris. Actually.
That's right. That's right. They had fired Dan Quinn after 5 straight losses. Yeah, that's right. That was Raheem. Whoa!
Revenge game.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Now, okay. Raheem has seen them with this team before,
or at least with this quarterback.
Not with these boys.
Now, surprisingly. Let's go back to Kansas City. Surprisingly, Kansas City had a number 15 offense last year in points. And that was due to all that mess that was going on with the wide receivers. I mean, they were dropping everything they were putting in his hand. Pitiful. It was just pitiful.
I told somebody when the playoffs started, they started catching.
Now, and now that you mentioned that, Red, do you guys remember how the Super Bowl started out?
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody was scoring against nobody in that Super Bowl because, and I'm trying to think of whether it was me or somebody else that brought out the point that you may start to see this because of the fact that the West Coast offense is the most used offense in the NFL now.
Yeah.
And
Antonio.
It was only by mistake. That dumb mistake.
I think I'm changing.
Was it a punt or a kickoff?
Well,
it was a punt. It was a punt.
It was a punt. But
because you went off about it. You were,
At the beginning of the game, Christian McCaffrey said that fumble when they got in the red zone the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the real turning point. But then after that, it was Ray McLeod. Ray McLeod said they fumbled on the punt.
Yep.
And then
instead
he's on our team.
Instead of falling on the ball, he tried to pick it up while he was running.
You should have fallen.
You fall on. let me let that go. That ain't
John's about to go. John's about to go to that place, y'all. Let's bring him back.
No. I have to remember that ain't my team. And hey, really, C-Dub, I really can't say word one about bad special teams play after that crap we did against Dallas.
Oh God, don't remember that. God, we need to win that game. We need to win that game.
And see, that's why, a lot of times I'll say something about other teams, but then I have to just, because of the stupid mess that my team has done. All right, moving on. 2 division opponents. If I'm reading this right, hold on now. Let me make sure I'm getting this right here.
I got the schedule up too, John.
Yeah. Woo! 3 division opponents back to back, and we got Tampa Bay
on a Thursday night.
Hey, Millie Mills. I had to bring that up because you saw it. I don't have to say nothing else about them. I don't have to say nothing else about them. But
John lost some money on that one.
Man, I lost some hair on that one, and I couldn't afford. That's when I finally decided to just cut all of it off. Cause see, man, they got that top patch right there. That was the only thing I was holding.
I'm about to say, what hair you had to lose? What you got a shave?
Hey, look, John had a full back in the day, man.
I had this right here, Tonio. It was hanging on. It was hanging on. And then when I saw everybody doing the doggone Texas 2-step around the doggone ball,
John, you
all right. Millie Mills already, see, that's low hanging fruit, Millie Mills. You weren't supposed to laugh at that. You weren't supposed to all right. Now, woo. Man, I'm telling you, they looking at this schedule, they loaded us up.
At least it's those three games are what's called Chiefs, Saints, Buccaneers. Those are 3 straight home games right there. So you would want to take advantage of that, though.
Man, we got the home games early.
Yeah.
Definitely going to play too.
Now, okay. Now the only problem is that even though New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and Carolina, now Tampa Bay won the division, okay?
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans finished below us.
No, New Orleans finished second.
Oh, New Orleans finished above us.
Yeah.
Did we have identical records, or did they have a game on?
They were tied with Tampa 9-8. We were 7-10, and then Carolina had the rear.
Yeah, the rear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were 2-15, so they're close.
Okay. Well, division games are always hard games to play, hard games to win, whether you're at home or whether you're away. And with all of the prerequisites that you guys pointed out earlier about us starting over, the questions and the holes that we have.
Arthur Smith sucked.
Yeah. See,
that boy came out like Kanye West.
Winston's gonna drop a diss track on Arthur Smith tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
stood out in that point, ran out there in Carolina, and then rushed and clustered at the stadium, man, and we still lost. Man, hey, brother.
I started to come up there too, Winston. I'm telling you, I started to come up there. I didn't have a poncho, but I know that I need a poncho and a pontoon boat.
I ain't had one either.
I know you spent some good money to go to the NFL game. That's over. Not gonna have another game like that no time.
I mean, 69 cents a ticket ain't bad.
Now I'm starting to feel like I'm cursed because I think I went to the Washington game with Mariota, and he said that through the interception when we lost that game in Washington, he threw the interception right in front of me.
Winston, it's not you. I promise.
Right in front of
I go to the Carolina game. And I get out of the jump, and everybody just ain't nobody in the stadium. Like, there's nobody in the stadium. And yeah, me, I got to like.
They say, "Winston, come on in, buddy. You got it all to yourself. You can lady.
Come on down.
Yeah, you can sit wherever you want to, eat whatever you want to."
When I tell you it was so empty that security wasn't even watching the gate. Like, you could walk in wherever you want to go. Me and the old lady sat there and just walked around the whole stadium. We walked around the stadium.
You was down there with players, huh?
Because they like ain't nobody. when you know when there's like when you look at it on the TV and there's gas like this, you like they undersold. No, when you look on TV, it's gas like this. There's whole sides that's empty.
Dang.
So what you're saying? You pretty much at a Hawks game.
You can't get a Hawks like that.
Well, now I don't know. Now, Red, the Hawks have been selling out.
I'm just
no
That's
matter
right.
what.
Hold on. Let me do my Steve Koonin. Thank you there, Carl. I appreciate that.
I put you like it. If the old lady was with me, I would have been.
Now, okay. Now, let me see. Did I start at the top last time? Did I start at the bottom?
No, you started at the bottom, so we can. If you want to do the top.
All right, Keely. What you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and Carolina? And I'm putting all three of them there because they subpar. They're our division rivals. They ain't nobody. Heck with it. So what you think?
I think the Tampa Bay game will be a game just for some fact. I expect it to be a game because it's a Thursday night game, but I see 3 wins.
3 wins. Okay.
So we 5-1.
You go.
Not by my record.
Right.
Yo.
We 4-2 by your record. You said Kansas City and the Eagles, right?
I didn't say the Pittsburgh game was a win.
Oh, so we 3-3.
I didn't even give an answer for Pittsburgh. It's a toss-up to me. I'm not sure that's a win or a loss.
Dang.
All right, Ron.
So, all right. So you just said that you just said that the 3-game stretch. We're going 3-0.
I put it like this. I think. All right. Let me pull this back up. Coming off that Jacksonville game, the Kansas City game, I think we rebound at home against New Orleans. If that was on the road, I might have a different opinion. But I think being that it's here, I count that as a win. I think the Tampa Bay game is going to be close. I think they have some good pickups, but I think we're going to win at home on Thursday night. And Carolina, I just don't think they're there yet. Like they had to forego all those picks to get Bryce. And I think they're going to have to build from outside the draft for a while. I don't think they're there yet to compete for the division. So I'm still taking those Carolina games as a win.
All right. So in the first 3, what you had, a 1 and 2, 2 and 1?
0-3.
No, I didn't give a win or loss for the Steelers. I just said I am pretty confident we're losing in Philadelphia, and I'm pretty confident we're losing against Kansas City. I think Pittsburgh Steelers is a toss-up. If you're forcing me to pick, I still can't pick that Steelers game. I just think it's a toss-up. I like the continuity over there as far as the coaching staff of Pittsburgh. I think Russ is a lot better than people are kind of thinking. People thinking Russ is washed. I don't see it. And I like their defense. I like Minka. I like their defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Najee is still there. So they have a running game to support I think they got a really solid team in Pittsburgh, and we're talking about first-year coordinators on our side. Like, it looks like a wash except for the coaching staff. I will give the edge to Pittsburgh on defense. I'll give them the edge in terms of coaching staff and experience. I will give a slight edge to Russ over Kurt. But everything else, I think we have. I'll give us the offensive line. I will give us even the running game. But they got the defense. I think it's going to be a close game. I just think in the end, I think the combination of that coaching staff experience and Russ with his experience, I think that kind of edges it out. But I think it's one of those games that's probably too close to call. I'll be very interested to see what the line is on that game. I would bet it's probably not even more than a field goal.
Yeah, I think it's probably about like two.
Yeah.
Hold on now. Let me. Okay, hold on. I'm doing like Winston. Hold on.
And then the other thing, like I would love, like usually when there's a home game, I would love to like just give that when it's a close game to give that edge to the home team. But they like we mentioned, the Steelers travel well. Like I said, when we seen the Steelers last December or the year before that, like half the stadium had terrible top. So I don't think it's gonna be so much of a home field advantage for us. Like I do feel like every single year, the most crowded game we have every single year is week 1. I give us that. That's always the most packed Falcons game every year. But the Steelers travel well, so I don't know how to call that either.
You know that week 1 game, no matter who it is, that's a feeling out game for Atlanta Falcons fans. We trying to see whether we coming back or not. Marta does give you some free passes sometimes, depending upon what station you catch those jokers at, and they'll get you down there and they'll get you back. All right, Ron, what you thinking?
On what game? I've been doing stuff around my house. So
okay, we talking about three division games. Three division games. Tampa Bay. Wait a minute. It's New Orleans here. Tampa Bay here on a Thursday night game, and then Carolina at 4:25 on Sunday. So wonder why we getting doggone late game in Carolina.
I don't mind. I like it.
We could win all 3 of those games.
You gotta give people time to get out of church.
Man, them folk in Carolina. Oh, you talking about here? No. We go to Carolina.
Yeah. They want to make sure Winston gets there. Hold on. They want to make sure Winston gets there.
I don't know, John. Antonio got a point. They some religious.
That's
the only way they're gonna come to the game.
It took me about 4.5 hours, 5 hours to get there.
Winston's going to show that it wasn't a curse.
If the weather permits. This time I go down
I bet you take a hoodie. I bet you take a raincoat the next time.
But no, I don't believe that long.
I'll be at this one, at that Carolina game.
Sitting in the 89-cent seat.
First one in Carolina?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that one.
Shit, hey, you know what? I'll come down to meet you.
Yeah, like as far as the ones, I'll get with you too, because I might be on that up north too, on that DC game.
You can sit anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Fast and physical.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. If it was like the last time I went, you going, bro. You could you know how like the concession stands wrap around the jump. You like no bullshit. You can sit there and yell, and you will hear an echo. You hear an echo going around the jump. That's how empty that shit was.
Damn.
It was bad. Like I I've never seen even a middle school football game with that much attendance, that low amount of attendance. I've never seen it. I didn't even know what the hell they even told the old lady. Like
it was like the Wildcats' first game.
Wow.
It was like Duck Goose.
He did say Wildcats.
Like,
Move it on it.
here's a fan. Here's a fan.
That boy went way back.
Wildcats.
Now, see, I noticed that the camera didn't pan up into the stands the whole game because you know
nobody understands.
Yeah, playing the video camera, people.
Because a lot of times, because see, a cameraman will get fired if he's sitting up there showing an empty stadium at any time. Yeah, cameraman will get fired. Because see, I remember one time he what did he do? The man that's on the sidelines, the one, and if you've ever been to a football game that has well any kind of coverage, I was about to say national coverage. There's a joker riding a camera on, I don't know whether it's a truck or whether it's whatever, but it be holding on for dear life, Jack, because that joker would take off down the sideline and with the camera, and then he'll take back off the other way. And one time he showed the whole doggone empty side of the stadium.
Yeah, there's a chair, there's a mobile chair that's on a rail.
Yeah.
Chair like a
on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I remember.
Mobile chair, and it's on a rail. The rail is like, I don't know, like 65, maybe 80 yards. And it like he can run with the play. He can run with the play. But don't every stadium have it. Every stadium don't have it. But
okay.
Over top cable where they
camera. Can Booger have his own mobile when he used to be on Monday?
Well, see now
the Booger mobile.
That was before they started hanging that camera in those stadiums. There was a site, I think it was Monday Night Football. I saw it the first time, and I was paying more attention to see whether he was gonna kill somebody out there on that riding that camera than looking at the football game. Hey, you remember the old man when the ambulance came out there? He would come to pick up one person, he killed by 5 folk trying to get to the man. Oh man, that was ridiculous. All right, C-Dub had to go. I think he hurting a little bit, but all right, take care of yourself, C-Dub. But okay, now Ron, did you want to make a comment about those 3 division games? I put them all together because they ain't nobody. We ought to be 3-0.
I think we're going to be 3-0 in those games.
Okay.
All right. Red, what you think?
I'm on board. Ron and Keely. We're gonna start off 5-1. The only one losing is to the champ. And listening to what you said earlier, I might want to change that one because champs might be gettable. Listening to what some of y'all was saying, but I'll stick with 5-1 right now. We definitely gonna win all the division games. And like I say, Kirk Cousins starting off pretty good. You better keep it up. You want to keep your job. Keep it up, baby.
All right. Winston, what you got? What you think?
What's the order of the game?
New Orleans, Tampa Bay, and then at Carolina.
He's trying to find something.
For real, trying to find just say 3-0. Trying to find something ridiculous.
2-1.
Okay, which one? Which one?
Based on my analysis.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. You gotta think about it. Like we was hanging tough with Tampa Bay with an old roster. Tampa Bay took and revamped the roster. Every hole that they had, they actually win the field. Tampa Bay got a squad this year. I mean, I ain't saying they like they're a world beater. They're gonna go win the Super Bowl, but they have a squad. They definitely decent. They got Powell Johnson at center. They got Bucky Irvin at running back. Like they went got bored. They went got players.
I had the same thought, except I gave us the benefit of being at home. I felt like we were gonna lose at Tampa though. That's why I felt like.
No, I think we'll beat Tampa when we get to Tampa, but because we playing Tampa so early in the season, I think that because they have a more experienced roster, that's gonna kick in.
So we're still gonna be finding our way early. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we definitely.
Yeah, I got it the opposite. I feel like we're gonna split with them in the division, but I got it home at home.
No, see now while y'all talking,
with them, I got them split, but I think it's a way and a way.
Cause see while y'all talking, week 8, 3 weeks later, we playing them again down now.
Yeah, and a lot of things happened in 3 weeks. Into 3 weeks. And you gotta think about it, like when we play them, it'd be what, week 5?
Week 5 is the first time we play them on Thursday night.
Right.
And
when you have a new head coach and schemes on both sides, when you start really hitting your stride, it'd be about week 6, 7, maybe 8. That's why I think I have a splitting with Tampa. I think we'll sweep the Saints and Carolina. But it's Tampa. It's Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't get worse in this offseason. They got better. The Saints are sitting there trying to figure out their head from the tail. And Carolina doing the same thing. Because they said they dig this monumental hole to go get his quarterback that's trash. You ain't got no offensive line for him. You ain't had no weapon for him. You ain't got nothing to help him to be a quarterback. I'm not saying that Bryce Young is trash. I'm just saying that he's trash right now.
But he needs some high heel cleats.
Exactly. Like when you that.
It's still be sure.
I think that Tampa game is going to be our loudest game. I really do. I think we finally getting primetime games back, but to have that Thursday night game, and that's our first primetime game back here at home, man, I think.
No,
Kansas City is the first one.
Kansas City is the first one.
Yeah, but we're going to get thrashed in that one. But the
we
one on
get
Thursday
loud
night,
in that one too, won't we?
Yeah, we're gonna be loud in that one too.
But y'all gotta understand this too.
But it ain't gonna do nothing for us against Kansas City.
Loud and beat.
It's gonna help us against Tampa.
We're gonna be loud and beat.
All these early primetime games, and if we do not perform, they're going to take away later opportunity.
And you know what year did they stop doing? What year did they stop doing? Because it used to be where if you made the playoffs, then you knew you were getting primetime games on your schedule the next year. Yeah, when did they stop doing that?
Because and that is a question because we didn't belong on no doggone prime time based on what we did last year.
And they used to do it back in the day. If you made the playoffs, you would get a primetime game the next year.
Yeah, or a series of primetime games.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out when that switched up.
Kirk Cousins.
Man, Kirk ain't did that. I'm talking about the guy that doesn't perform in prime time got a prime time game.
Prime time during the season. Now I don't know. Cause did Raheem Morris do it?
I don't know what made them do it. I'm happy with.
I think these folks are interested in seeing us fall they so bad that we signed Kirk, drafted Penix. They just interested in looking at this because they think it's gonna be a trap.
I could go along with. I could
I'm gonna
definitely
tell you
go
what I
along
think
with
it
it.
is. I think it had more to do with the network deals that they're doing, selling all to these streaming services. Amazon got a game, Netflix got a game, this one got a game. I think it's more so that they got to give as many, they got to sell as many games to these networks as possible. I think that's
what I think it is.
Right now, it's
I
more.
think like they really trying to get a chance to see Penix, so they think that Kurt might get hurt.
Like I said, they want to see the Penix and Cousins draw.
They want to see that first. They want to see that first round pick, bro.
Well, that's
they should have scheduled their games late then.
Right now, with us having all the primetime games, is more geographic than demographic. And you have to look at it like geographically with the streaming services and stuff going on. Atlanta is a hub. It's a hub. It's Black Hollywood. And
plus the teams we're playing too, we're not playing scrubs on those games too. We're playing the defending champs. We're playing Philly, and we're playing a team that Tampa Bay that made the playoffs. So it's not like we're playing scrubs on those games.
Case in point. So with that, I'm lining you up against top tier teams, and I'm making it selectively where you are able to access this product. It's geographic because Atlanta is Black Hollywood. All right. Now, if we went demographic, it would be more to a push for Penix to be starting game one, week one. Demographic would say Penix should be the starter. Geographic says that we're gonna get Atlanta in there, and Kirk gonna set his ship, and we're gonna get whatever we get out of them. And that's what's going on. And you've seen it. You've seen it in free agency, and you've seen it goddamn with the draft.
Now the only
demographic
studying the ship.
Now, okay. Now, I'm gonna let Tonio go, and then I got to say something about it. Tonio, what you thinking about these three games?
I agree with Keely. I think we're gonna split with Tampa, but I think like what Raheem said in his first speech, like we win the South. I think so. He'll have a lot more. I mean, I'm pretty sure he want to win every game, but when it comes to those divisional games, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go hard. That's what we all expect him to do because we want to win the South. But even if we go 5-1, I still think we win the South. But I think we go, 3-0, and that's it. But when we play Tampa in Tampa, I think we lose that game.
Now, John, can I ask a question?
Yeah, yes, you can. Yes, sir.
I wonder what all these pundits and all these folks who just been talking trash on us, what are they gonna say if we do have a 5-1 start? I'm really interested in seeing what the talk gonna be if the Falcons come out the gate with a 5-1 start. And man, if we happen to beat Kansas City within that 5-1 start, I really want to see what folks think.
What if we 6-0?
I'm saying either. Hey, of course, I'm gonna be really interested in seeing what all these folks who talk trash at the draft and what I'm saying. Oh, the Falcons, what are they doing? This, that. If we come out with a 6-0 or 5-1 start, I'm gonna be really interested. I'm probably gonna be listening to a lot of podcasts that week to hear what everybody's saying.
You know what they're gonna say. You know what they're gonna say. Cause see, I already don't let an important running back not play. Don't let an important defensive player not be on the field. Don't let a coach get suspended or something happen. Because see, they will downplay that 6-0 and 5-1 like we didn't do, like we didn't even show up on the field, that they just gave us the win and mailed it to us in the mail.
They're gonna be like, they're starting.
That's what's gonna happen. Because it's happened before. You remember when we went 5-0? Who did we go 5-0? Who was that? It might have been one of the Quinn years, or was it the?
We did. He started off 5-0 in his career.
Yeah, 5-0. Okay, they act like we didn't do nothing. They act like we didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
they kept on making up motherfucking excuses and shit.
How did that season turn out? You started off 5-0. How did that season turn out?
Like trash.
Trash.
Matt Ryan played like trash.
All right.
So, as usual.
So then, what happened the following year? Following year, we made
Super Bowl.
See what I'm saying? Like, but we have more complete teams back then. Right now, we still have the same holes that we had last year. We didn't do anything to address anything outside of the quarterback position.
Bruh, do you dream about that?
Man,
we had like 3 amazing drafts in a row.
No. You love the Falcons. Hold on, bro. You love the Falcons the way I do. Now be honest with yourself. Take the phantom out of it. What were the holes that you said that we needed to fill? Pause. Before the draft.
Edge.
Huh?
Edge, corner, safety.
So what did we fill? So why are you expecting this?
Antonio, he just walked you right into that, didn't he?
He walked me into nothing.
Why are you expecting this team to be better when you had the same hole that you had before the draft, after the draft?
Because I have hope.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Tony, I can't believe you said that.
Tony, like it sound like Superman, man.
I have
Wait, Jesse Jackson coming on this show next?
I didn't invite him. I didn't invite him.
I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, you definitely are, Tonyo.
I love this team, and I want us to go 17-0 every year, and 3-0, well, 2-0 in the post, well, 3-0 in the postseason every year. I do, but it's not feasible. And so when it's not feasible, then you got to sit down and look at why it's not feasible. All right, so that's break it down. And if we have the same issue that we had before, and we had all the opportunity in the world to fix it, and we did not fix any of it, not one part of it. How are you expecting this team to be better than what it was last year? It does not make sense because you didn't address the thing that was hurting. You had feelings at every other spot. And instead of sitting there accentuating that, that's why I'll be saying when I say we can't maximize this team. Because we can't. We literally cannot maximize this team. We can't get the best out of this roster for the next 2 years. We can't. With Kirk Cousins and Pennant. We can't do it. Why? Because next year, when free agency and the draft comes, we got to build towards Pennant because it's time for him to take over. So you can't do it. And when you had the opportunity to build for Kirk Cousins to give him the best roster he could have, we didn't do it. You can't maximize the roster.
Now,
11-6 plateau.
Well, 11-5 got us into the Super Bowl now.
No, that was before they added an extra game. And an extra team.
11-5 got us in the Super Bowl.
11-6 can't push it out.
And we had 2-13-3 seasons. Now, see, that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
But to Winston's point, we had some amazing drafts. When you look at that 15 draft, the 16 draft, like look at the players that were taken. Like out of all of, I remember when Arthur Blank made that statement talking about I need 3 starters out.
Yeah, he needed 3 starters. Yeah, I remember that.
And they literally got like 3 to 4 starters out of each draft. Those first 2 drafts, 2015 and 2016.
So now, okay.
I thought he made that statement in post 16 draft.
Now I'm gonna ask this. You had 2-13-3 seasons. You had 2-13-3 seasons prior to the 10-6 season that got you into the Super Bowl. Okay. And I'm not going to even talk about 2011. I think because I think that was the one we drafted Peter Combs in, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I think it was 2011 we drafted Peter Combs, and he couldn't even stay on the TV.
No, hold on. Julio was 2011, right?
Yeah, Julio was 2011. We got Julio in 2011, and see the thing was, and this is something else too. We didn't need Julio. We needed offensive line help.
2011 we got Julio, Akeem Dix. All right.
Because well, I don't know if that's going to show that. I don't know if that's going to show that.
Chris Rogers, Matt Bosher, Andrew Jackson, Cliff Matthews.
Okay,
we might have needed an offensive line, but we don't make it to the NFC Championship game the next year if we don't draft Julio.
Fact. You wouldn't have made it because we didn't have that explosion.
Yeah, we didn't.
Well. Now the reason
because at that time you had Roddy coming off an All-Pro season in 2010, so he was the man. So the number one corner was going to Roddy. Julio was feasting on the number 2. Like he would. Everybody was lunch, and at some point, people after that 2012 season started going. That number one corner started going to Julio. But that 2012 season, he was eating everybody up because Richard Sherman, all the number ones were all going to Roddy's side. Now keep in mind, well, Richard is a bad example because he stayed on one side most of the time, but all those number one corners were covering on Roddy. He had just came off of All-Pro season.
I still have visions of 2010 Michael Jenkins trying to bend his back backwards to try to grab an underthrown pass that Matt Ryan threw him over on the right side end zone. Because Matt Ryan, well, I ain't gonna even start. I ain't gonna even start that. What were you about to say, Winston?
John, my dad. So
yeah.
2012 draft. Peter Combs in the second round. Lamar Holmes in the third. Brady Ewing in the fifth. John and Massaquoi in the fifth. Charles Mitchell in the sixth.
That draft was awful.
Robinson in the seventh. Now,
we had just traded away all our picks for Julio.
That
was an awful draft.
But at the same time, like they didn't hit on anything. None of those players hit. That whole draft class was trash.
Yeah, that one, and I think the one in 2013.
But at the same,
hey, pull up 2013 too, Winston.
Huh?
Pull up 2013 too, because it was either that 2012 draft or that 2013 draft where within 2 years, all of them was out of football within 2 years.
Well, the one he just said definitely was trash.
Yeah.
None of them guys paying. I don't even think not only they not paying out for our team, they didn't even paying out for the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were all out of football. They were all out of football within 2 years.
That's one of Dimitroff's bad drafts right there. But I told you he's capable of having a bad draft and he was capable of having a good draft. Because you see, 4 years later, he had the draft that got us to the Super Bowl with 3 or 4 starters.
Yep. You got him, Winston?
2013 draft. So it had him in the 2012 draft, but that was trash.
Okay.
2013, Desmond Trufant in the first, Robert Alford in the second, Malachi Goodman in the fourth, Ravine Tilolo in the fourth, Stanley Mapongo in the fifth, Kamal Ishmael in the seventh, Zeke Mata in the seventh, and Sean Renfrey in the seventh.
It was 2011.
We got 3 good ones out of that.
Yeah, it was 2011. It was 2011.
Yeah, 2011, 2012. Them drafts were trash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was that was pitiful. That was pitiful. Them jokers couldn't draft beer.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Dimitrov had it. He had 7 good years and 7 bad years.
Well, I don't know. People say he had all those good years because Quinn was picking at one point.
The position that he was in.
So you giving Quinn most of the credit for the 2016 draft, Keely?
Well, they shifted. They had gave Quinn a lot of power. They had moved Dimitrov. They had switched up some roles. They had hired a whole bunch of former Kansas City Chiefs GMs to come into the office. They had like 4 or 5 GMs at one point, and I remember.
Yeah, 7. That was back in 2013.
That was the time they had 7 GMs.
What was 2012, 2013?
Was that before the 2016 draft?
No, I know they had made the whole GM thing. I know that preceded Quinn, but I'm saying when Quinn came in, they had made some changes like after that first year where they gave Quinn a lot more control, and they kind of had Dimitrov kind of step back in some of those roles.
They probably discussed some things, but I don't want to say Quinn was up here drafting guys. What? No, he ain't no good person there, guy. I know Washington ain't giving him that same power. I hope not.
I mean, you have to give him credit for what he like. I would say, all right. One thing I got to give Quinn credit for was before he came to Atlanta, the smartest move he did was pair Kyle Shanahan. And they were supposed to be this whole system whereas you control the offense, I control the defense. That was brilliant in itself just to get Kyle Shanahan before he became as big of a name as he was. Like he was already up.
Now was that Quinn's doing or was that Dimitrov's doing? Because I know Shanahan
that was Quinn. Wasn't that the selling point? Wasn't that the selling point for Quinn coming?
Yeah, they were a package deal no matter where they were going. So
I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah, it could have been. I know they were here together. I just thought Kyle was here initially before Quinn got here.
No, they can't.
Got here before Quinn. Quinn got hired before Kyle.
Yeah,
Quinn couldn't get hired officially until after the Seahawks postseason ended.
But he did stipulate Shanahan was his guy.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, look, I'm running with Shanahan."
Okay, all right.
Shanahan in the interview said he's thought out.
Shanahan out of the way, and then they waited for Seattle to end the playoff run, and then they go ahead and made it official. It seems like Art Smith and Terry Fontenot.
Okay, that makes sense. I just knew Shanahan was in the building first, but Quinn could have still stipulated that you got to get the guy stuff.
Arthur Smith was in the building first, and then Fontenot came in after, but they were the package deal.
Shanahan in the interview said he went to Cleveland to have them shorten his contract so that he could go with Quinn to wherever he get a job. So he went and shortened his contract with Cleveland so he could be that package deal with Quinn.
Well, yeah, that was a good move, Quinn. Why couldn't your next OC be just as good? You moron.
Well, no, he went and hired a friend.
Sometimes you strike gold, sometimes you
That's what I'm talking about, John.
He went and hired a friend.
That was a mistake. You did good with your first OC. You should have kept on the same line. Don't backtrack, and that cost you your job. That cost you what could have been a championship team, man. Because you had a championship offense, and how you effed that up, that cost you, Quinn. That cost you.
Now, okay.
He the head coach in Washington now. And he just shook back. Dan Quinn.
Somebody cost him here. We'll see what he do in Washington.
I mean, but at the same time, like you're in the nation capital. You're the number one rival to quote unquote America's team. Like the only job that would be more high profile than that right now would have been Bill Belichick back during the Brady run.
I'm actually, I'm hoping to do some good things in Washington. That city need, they need something up there. They got a quarterback.
As long as they ain't facing us.
Of course, they really facing us.
16-1, but when you see them Falcons, lay it down.
Now that's a game that we got to look out for, because if Jaden Daniels catch on, like if he figures it out early,
bro,
he's gonna be a problem.
Don't we play do we play Washington this year?
Yeah. Now let me tell you. Now let me tell you what the schedule. Let me tell you what the schedule says about that game. This game is either on Saturday or Sunday, and the time is to be determined. Same thing with the last game, Carolina. Now, these two are going to be flex games. Now, all of that goodwill you built up during the beginning of the season with all of these primetime games and all that can easily be destroyed if you have to be flexed. Say, for instance, okay, Saturday and Sunday, December 28th to 29th. Say, for instance, we got a winning record. We got a winning record. All right. Now, that Saturday night is a primetime game. Do they have Sunday night games that late in the season? I thought they did, right? They do. Yeah. Okay. That Sunday night game is a primetime game. Now, either one of those slots you can get with a winning record. Otherwise, you'll be on at 1 o'clock Sunday or 1 o'clock Saturday.
That might be best for Kirk Cousins.
Just to go ahead and get you out the way.
Right.
But by the time, now y'all tell me, how many weeks in advance do you think that the Falcons will have to have a good record in order to get a primetime slot against Washington on the 28th to 29th? Now, how many weeks in advance? What kind of record would get you a primetime slot?
Which week is that?
That's week 17.
Well, we need to be.
16 for us. You know, it's 16 in our skate.
We need to be vying for some type of playoff position, because or at least lead in the South.
It's a 16th game, week 17.
Yeah. About 12 or 13, we should be coasting.
Yeah, I agree. If Kirk Cousins doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, but at the same time, Washington has to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because if Jaden Daniels...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If Jaden Daniels sit there and stumble and hit that rookie wall in the middle of the season, they're not going to have us in the exclusive territory on Saturday. That's not going to happen. They're just going to bury us on a Sunday. It's just going to be one of them games you got to see on the ticket.
Yeah, John.
So both teams have to be
good.
You're right. Y'all right. You're right.
But I say this: if Penix is playing and Jalen Daniels is playing, they definitely want to see that matchup. Penix versus Daniels.
If Jaden Daniels come out in his rookie year and plays
like CJ Stroud last year,
no, he ain't got to do all that, because that's 1-on-1. That's 1-on-1. If he come out and play close to the tempo and pace that Kyler Murray was on his rookie year, around that same time, then we'll have a Saturday day game with him. If he's doing that consistently.
Okay. If Daniel's balling and we got a winning record, we'll be on.
Turn them over. We're picking them up, turning them over. We'll have a Saturday game. But
if you all watch it,
well, hold on, Winston. I think we might have one anyway, because, like I say, it is Quinn facing his old team, Quinn facing his old coach, and Quinn facing the team guy. So I think Dan Quinn versus the Falcons might be prime time anyway.
He been gone too long, Red. He been gone too long.
But he ain't faced, but he hasn't faced us as a head coach since he left. Now he's coming back with a new team, and we fired him. So, like I say, that's still a revenge game.
We go down our ass whooping.
Us losing.
Huh?
When Quinn left, it started us losing.
Okay, but I'm saying we might. I'm anticipating us leading the South at this point of the season, and us having a winning record, and Quinn facing us trying to get some revenge.
That's why I said if we both hold enough our ends of the bargain. But if we're sitting there losing again like we've done for the past 6 years, it don't matter what the hell.
We ain't gonna be losing like that, man. Not that late in the season.
Yeah, man.
Washington could be undefeated up to that point, and it will bury that game because we looking like trash.
I think shut up, bro. I think it's gonna be a prime time game.
You're gonna need cooperation. After thinking about it, you're gonna need cooperation from both teams. Both teams are gonna have to hold up their end of the bargain. Because see, I was just looking at it from the Falcons standpoint because you know what we do.
We owe Washington, but anyway.
We're known to Falcons.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to them. We're gonna give it to them on prime time because I think Daniels will be playing good enough. I think Daniels will be playing good enough to get, and we'll be leading the division. So, and if Quinn got that revenge on his mind, so them 3 factors, that'll be a prime time game. I'm convinced.
Exactly, Wow. Exactly.
What's up, MW, the franchise player?
What's that?
But yeah, now
it's too many factors for it not to be one.
All right, now I'm gonna save the other half of this season for next week.
It's an already gave his record.
Hey, everybody been giving records. See, now they didn't wait until we went through the game. Folk were giving records and predictions out early.
I'm taking it slow.
Nothing wrong with giving out predictions early.
They already in the playoffs, John, giving us playoff predictions. Like, God, can we get through the season first?
They put us the 4th seed
so far.
What'd you say, Winston?
How many games have we gotten through so far?
8.
About 8.
All right. So, Daniel, what do y'all think our record would be at 8 at the break point?
At the halfway point of the season, not the bye week, but the halfway point of the season.
I'm asking you, John. When is our bye week?
Yeah, John.
Our bye week is week 12.
Right after Denver.
Perfect. But Panel, after 8 games, what do y'all got? I guess we saw Q.
Counting it up now.
Sheila got us at 3 and 5.
I got 5 and 3.
Okay.
Tony, you done fell asleep, man.
No, he went to go he taking up dip in the pool, man.
No, he not. That joker sleep.
That's snoring right there.
That's TKO. That Mike Tyson.
You mean somebody else fell asleep on here? Then I get the clown now? Keely, you better take a picture like you did me.
No, ain't no picture to take. You saw what he put up.
Oh, Tonyo, you little cheating son of a gun. After all that trash you was talking to Winston. He gonna go to sleep after he did all that trash talking to Winston.
Sleeping in class.
Mom, what record you got, man?
I got 5 and 3 too.
Ray, what you got?
Well, I'm a little bit more positive, not by much though. Shut up all that snoring, Tony. I'm talking. 6 and 2.
6 and 2. Hey Tony, what you got? Xanax.
Yeah, you over there snoring loud on purpose. You ain't fooling nobody. That's some bad acting you doing, Tonyo. You ain't gonna get no Oscars this year.
Look.
I got us. Yeah.
Hey, John, mute his mic so we don't have to hear this.
I got us at 6 and 2.
With me? Okay.
I got us 6 and 2.
Now, see that what I'm saying, folks? These pundits gonna be eating a lot of crow. Yeah, we started this hot start because the way they talking trash, like we just gonna come out losing. Man, I can't wait.
Wallace agrees with you. Wilson at 6 and 2 from Wallace.
So me, Wallace, and Red is at 6 and 2. John, what you got?
You really want to hear what I got? Well, I got one, and I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that.
John got us at 4-4, right?
No, I got us at 1.
Oh, they're at 1-7. Oh,
y'all got the same record. Okay, all right, I understand.
Now, Winston, if you hadn't said what you said in the beginning, if you hadn't laid it down the way you laid it down in the beginning, I would. Hey. But what you said is correct, and the same thing you told Tonio. I got to go with what you said. Take the fan. I'm taking my fandom out of it and looking at it. I'm looking at it critically, and a lot of people say I'm overly critical. And I've got 57 years of Falcon that I got to look at, and I know, as you always say, the Falcons will Falcon. I don't know what it is about who. I don't care what head coach we have. I don't care what general manager we have. I don't care what quarterback, running back, wide receiver, defense being. What we Falcons. We Falcons. So that's why I developed my motto: get it off the paper, put it on the field. Now we're looking at the schedule, we're looking at the roster, and and I know if I was to go on anybody else's show and say what it is that I'm saying, I know I get all kind of bad press. You just a hater. You ain't got no hair on your head. Oh yeah, all that's true. You're absolutely right. Everything you said is true. But I'm still not gonna change my mind until you prove to me. I'm like Red. You got to prove it. You got to prove it.
That's right. I got to show me some evidence, baby.
Look at Wallace. Now, Wallace, I'm sorry, Wallace. I done took the fan. Wallace,
Wallace, we're going to go shoot you in front of your cartoons, man.
Wallace, I'm sorry. Because see, number one, and most foremost in my decision is that this is a new coaching staff. This is a page turner. This is a definite page turner, not just at the field level. This is a page turner in the front office. If what we have been told is true about Rich McKay not being involved in it, that the kids,
this is supposed to be
quote unquote, are running the store
from top to bottom.
Yeah. See, this is new. This is something, okay. Because see, prior to this year, Rich McKay done had his grubby little hands all down in the batter. We got chocolate cake mix on the box, but it ends up being vanilla cream because of his grubby little fingers all in the dough. And, instead of putting vanilla extract in there, he's putting in 7-Up and all this, all kind of old crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So because of that, and they say they've removed him from the equation. Okay. If you've removed him from the equation and you're going to finally let your general manager do the job that he was hired to do, if you're going to finally let your president do the job that he's supposed to be doing, let's see what happens. And that's where I am. And just like I was giving all of these other coaches their first year to get things straightened out, get things worked out or whatever, before I start demanding stuff from them, I got to give Raheem Morris the same thing. I got to give him a little bit of grace. Got to do that.
Did you notice Raheem Morris' last interview? He made a point to point out that Greg Beadle had came in halfway through the interview.
Hey, excuse me, Wilson. I just cut him on just to see whether he was really he gone. He gone.
Man,
You put that Antonio and not Red.
Man down, pimping the strike.
I'm right here, bro. Talk about. You see me with my eyes wide open. I even took the shades off.
Look, I thought I was at a sawmill.
I thought that was Red for a long time.
Oh, see that he saw in the wood tonight, Jack.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Winston. What were you saying, Winston? I'm sorry.
I said, amazing that if you paid attention on Raheem Morris' last interview, he said that and made it a point to when Greg Beatles walked in the middle of his interview, in the back of the interview, he made a point to point him out. Oh, hey, Greg Beatles in here on the president, this and third. Like he made it a point to make it prevalent for him to be known as in he's part of the changing of the guard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He done had interviews before with Rich McKay. And he won't sit there saying, hey, you know, Rich, this, that, and third, he won't doing that. But when Beatles walk in the middle of this is now his fifth interview? I want to say fifth or sixth interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he walks in the middle of it. Not at the beginning, not at the end. He walks in the middle. Hey, Greg, hey, Mr. Beatles in the building, the president, and like he made sure to elaborate on that. Now you know for a fact, like this is hands down a complete overhaul. This is our team now. This is not Rich McKay's team now.
Thank God.
Frank owns the team, but this is our team now. What you're used to is not happening anymore. This is ours.
Yeah.
This is the collective. This is the Illuminati. This is the triumvirate. This is us. It's me, Beatles, and Fonto. and that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they making a point of now maybe it could just be great marketing and PR work, or it could be actually a sign of a change in this organization, which is very, very well beyond needed. We gotta wait to see.
Oh, Winston, you sound so positive. Thank you. You sound like this all the time.
No, hey, look, I love the hire of Raheem Morris. I mean, like hands down, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I wanted Bill Belichick because hell, Bill Belichick, motherfucker he got 6 Super Bowl rings. Why would I know? But at the same time, I didn't want Raheem Morris to leave in the first place. Because
he back now, so now he back.
If Raheem would stay here with Jeff Ulbrich, we would have a serious situation by this point right now. Our defense would stay within the top 3-5.
And see, that's one of the main reasons why I'm so optimistic about starting. I had to think about that. I keep forgetting that my head coach is the defensive guy now. So I got to think about that when we playing some of these top team quarterbacks, because I know we playing Mahomes and Kansas City, but how I know Raheem ain't got something ready for his guy? I mean, he might. I know he gonna have something ready for Jalen Hurts. I know he gonna have something ready for Russell Wilson. See, I just gave Mahomes the benefit of the doubt, but Raheem, hey, he can be like Red. If you believed in me with Pittsburgh and you believed in me with Philly, you better believe I'm gonna have something ready for that Mahomes guy. F Taylor Swift, F Travis Kelce. I'm gonna be ready for you, Red. All right, Raheem, Coach Raheem. I'm gonna take you at your word.
Well, Raheem Morris was head coach the last time we played Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
You said we played them pretty good, then.
Wait a minute, which time?
The last time we played Kansas City in 2020.
When he was the interim coach, Ron.
Yeah,
you talking about
it was 17-14 now. We wasn't blown out.
Is you talking about the time with Eric Berry? That time?
Yeah. But everybody picked it off in the end zone.
Yeah.
That was the Super Bowl year right there.
No, that won't.
When Eric Berry took that 2-point conversion back to the house, that was the Super Bowl year. I promise you.
No, sorry, that was 2020 when
Look it up. John, look it up. I promise. I ought to bet you some money, but I ain't gonna do it. But look it up.
Or you talking about the time we went to Kansas City?
Because see, last time we played Kansas City, didn't we play them in Kansas City?
Yeah.
No, see, wait a minute. Dan Quinn blew a game in Kansas City. You remember that?
Yeah.
He blew one because he did something. That just came to me.
The game Winston talking about, John, when Eric Berry took that ball back, that was at our house. And 2000, matter of fact, it was the last game we lost during the Super Bowl year. That was the last loss we had until the choke job.
We almost beat them in Kansas City.
Well, that's the game. That's the game with Raheem.
2020.
Right, because we dropped 3 interceptions that game.
That's the game with Raheem you talking about, John, right?
Yeah. He was interim coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was interim coach because see they hired Arthur Smith that next. They hired Arthur Smith that next.
That's the shame. My KC pick, man. We might win, beat them because we picked them up 3 times and we dropped them.
It was 2016. It was
because
you talking about the Eric Berry game, Winston, right?
Yeah, that was a home game.
AJ Terrell dropped a pick.
Yeah,
other safety we had dropped a pick that came from the Raiders.
I said it was in Atlanta.
It was in Atlanta. Eric Berry came home and showed out on us.
Right.
With his Creekview ass.
I remember
he tried to act like he went to Atlanta public school, Ron.
I remember that game. Rasheed Wallace was at that game. He was talking trash to us in the section.
Right.
What you talking about? The Eric Berry game, Keely?
Yeah, Rasheed is a Kansas City fan. He was there with his Kansas City hat, and he was talking trash to all of us because they beat us. I remember that.
I still ain't forgave him for beating my Lakers with his Pistons, So Rasheed better be glad I wasn't there. I would have had something to say to him.
So
he was here. He was here for one game. He was with the Hawks for one game.
One game, then got traded again.
Yeah, I remember that. Then he dropped 20 for us that game too, didn't he?
And then left. Yep.
Yeah. Detroit got him. Detroit went over and got him, and then won doggone championship.
All right. We remember what happened.
Yeah. Like I said, we always match up good. In my opinion,
lucky ass Pistons. Lucky. Lucky Shaq and Kobe were arguing, so that was right before Kobe was trying to get Shaq out of town. So we
last 2 times we played Kansas City, we match up with them real good.
That's why I want to change my pick. I think Raheem can matter of fact, when Raheem is the coach when the Rams beat him. Why he the coach? Oh yeah, he had to be a defensive coach when the Rams beat him. I'm changing my pick. We're gonna beat Cam. He's gonna be ready for Mahomes.
When did the Rams beat him?
Let's go back to the King Richie comment.
Well, we got a password. What he talking about? Just he didn't come out of the first round. Don't mean anything.
Dude, you got to work on your grammar if you're going to be talking trash to us. Because we sitting up here trying to figure out I think I know what you're trying to say, but we shouldn't have to figure it out.
Now, I think King Richard might be behind because we were talking about that about 15, 20 minutes ago. He might be behind.
He responded to Winston.
It's okay. Let me go ahead and address it.
I'm going to say this. First, If you look at Kansas City, they got pass rusher, but did not come in the first round the last 2 years. So, Green Bay got pass rushers that did not come in the first round. If you look at all these good teams, they get pass rusher, but it don't got to be in the first round.
And what did they do on the back end? They addressed the back end of the defense.
The back end first. Right.
Well, we got a good back end, Winston. Well, one of them. Our free safety good.
Point. You have to do one or the other. But when you're not doing either, you're fucking yourself.
Winston,
because
let me say
this. In the middle and you're stumping in mud right now.
The rumor is we talking to Simmons, the safety that came from
Denver.
Yeah, we talking to him right now. That the rumor.
I thought we assigned them already.
That the rumor.
I tell you what, if we get Isaiah Simmons, I'll hush up about everything else that we did.
Yeah. That one guy gonna make you hush up.
Yes. You know why? Because him and Bates are pretty much mirrors. They're mirrors of each other. Right. So now I don't have to worry about CB2. I don't have to worry about it because one of them is sitting over top of that.
Right. So
I think we're gonna have a competition for that second cornerback spot. Somebody gonna win it and count.
So that the rumor right now.
He's gonna be on CB2.
And that said Jesse Bates talking to him too.
Well,
if Jesse talking to him, you might well say it's a done deal. Yeah, I think. And besides, Simmons know you want to come over here to the ATL. Come on, Simmons, and stop procrastinating. Get your ass on down here.
But that's the rumor.
You sit there and really sit there and think about it. If you got Jesse Bates that just came off an all-pro season, you have Isaiah Simmons, who was pretty much a carbon clone of him with more experience. Then you got AJ at a corner. It don't matter who you throw at the other corner. At that point, it really don't matter who you throw at the other corner. As long as you're serviceable, we're good. And that
you
right there,
so deep, I tell you that much.
So much improve your pass rush. But when you don't have those pieces on the back end to help your pass rush, and you're not doing anything to help your pass rush, you're sitting there stomping in mud. You're waiting for things.
And Winston, we talking to a corner that I think played for the Lions last year, I think, or the year before. Right.
What's that name again?
What is that name? Jones?
Well, that's who I thought. Matter of fact, that's who I thought we had signed over Simmons. Matter of fact, Simmons is, man, I'm glad we were talking to him. I ain't even realize we were talking to him, but that cornerback from Detroit, that's who I thought we had signed already.
Well, the rumor is he came in. That's the rumor.
Oh, he looking around.
Right, he looking.
We looking around. You better put your name on paper. We need a cornerback, boy. You trying to play it now?
He came in. I don't know if he left yet. I don't know, but he came in.
No, he down there in Magic City. He know he gonna sign. That's what they usually do. They usually come in and then go hang out in the city for a little bit and then come on back and sign.
I mean, I don't know, but all I know, we talking to both of them.
But I'd rather get Isaiah Simmons, man. That's who I want right there.
See what Wallace said. He said they signed a cornerback today that played with the Lions.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. That's the number 2 guy right there.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, like at the same time, like, all right, we're getting hype of what he did. What not even what he did. We getting hype of what the Lions did, and he was part of.
Right.
He had 3 interceptions. Like,
but the Lions always. For the past 3 years, the Lions been having some cornerback problems for the past 3 years.
don't want no trash now. You can go back to Detroit.
It's how you play here in the system.
Understand who your head coach is. Now, Kevin, I put it Clarkfield or Kevin King had the inside track for CB2.
Right.
Because Raheem took in coach Rondé Barber in Tampa, and Jimmy Lake took in coach Kevin King.
Well, he turned Rondé Barber into a damn Hall of Famer.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
So imagine what he could do with
Rondé Barber is by the same height.
Yeah, I'm sold on Raheem, Ron. I keep forgetting that he the head coach of the defense.
They pretty much like hand in hand. All right.
I'm talking to just
was Kevin King's.
That's what Winston said, James.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, Ron. Warren and Winston said it.
No, that was Ron said. But if we all talk, I said, and like I said, that would be the one move that would make me accept what we done for this offseason.
Right. So they said Bates talking to him and some more defensive.
That could be my alarm.
I'm just checking on it, man. Good grief.
That could be my alarm clock right there. That's a whole loud.
I'm just checking on it.
Big girl gonna kick him out the bedroom. Better stop all that loud snoring.
So they said Justin Bates talking to him and other players on our team talking to him.
Oh, he'll be here then. You got all them folks talking to you. You better come on, bro. If you're a real player.
Yeah,
well, gentlemen,
look out for him. He did visit Atlanta. See?
Well, gentlemen, since Tonio got my eyes closing up now.
Tonio sound worse than that foul that attacked Leo DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Tonio won't know what I gave him for the night. He getting the F because he done went there and sleep. He getting the F. And the clock on the wall let me know time for us to be heading on to get ready for tomorrow. Those of you who getting up early, I know I got a couple of things I got to take care of, but guys, it was good to talk with you about the first 8 games of the 2024 campaign, and I believe we wrung all the water out of this rag. I think we twisted it. I mean, ain't no water left in this rag for those first 8 games anyway. Because of the fact
water left over.
It might be a little bit.
With them heavy floors that he got going on. Ain't no water, any moisture left over. Antonio got it.
Now, Tonio mouth dry. His mouth dry. Sound like old Chrysler cranking up. But hey,
Tonio,
Red,
wake up and brush your teeth, boy.
Red, what you doing this weekend, mister?
Well, okay, we're probably gonna continue this NFL schedule and more national sports coverage on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. The Red and Real Sports Show. Hope you guys can tune in. I want to thank Mr. John and Mr. Winston for having me once again. I appreciate you guys giving me Wednesday, middle of the week platform to get my sports thoughts out. Mostly we talk to local sports. But like I say, fellas, you know how we do. Hopefully, I can't wait for the Waffle House to kick back Friday up. But if not, I'll probably hang out with Miss B Friday and see what her thoughts are on the schedule.
All right. Oh, you know what? Now, what time does Miss B come on?
9, 10?
Yeah, between 11:30 and 12:30.
Right.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm at to take a look at that. I'm gonna take a look at that.
Yeah, a really good show, John.
Yeah, she do. She legitimately have a great show.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check her out.
I try to stay up for it, but like I'm one of those, like if I'm already at go mode, I can go ahead and go. If we start a show at 10 o'clock, I can go ahead and rock. But if I'm sitting there wait till I'm gonna go to sleep. Same thing with Wi-Fi, do the same thing with that.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, Ron, what you doing?
You can find me on Pops and the Henry Brothers Saturdays around maybe 6. I need for Red and John and Winston to come on and talk your ear Tuesday.
I'm coming.
And this week,
you know I'm coming on my next off day.
This week we can get down to the nitty gritty. We can help a food team if you catch my drift.
Send me an invite at like 7:30.
I got you. Remind me.
7:30, and I'll be able to get out.
You can't miss that show, man, with all them loud mouths on there. Ron be the softest mouth, and you know how loud he is.
Look who talking. But we just like to have fun, just joke around, but we talk sports. We keep it 100. We tell you what the ESPN the wrong tell you.
Yeah, they do. They keep it real 100.
So if you're not ready for it, then don't come on there.
They like the R-rated Get Up or the X-rated Pat McAfee.
But we keep it 100.
Again, Ron, what time do you show?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and who? What day?
Huh?
What day?
Talk that is.
Tuesday nights. Tuesday night, right?
8 o'clock.
Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Hey, Keela, you still back there?
Yeah, I'm back here.
I'm almost scared to ask. I'm almost scared to ask, but go ahead. What you doing, Keela?
I ain't got nothing going on. I'm just trying to figure out these road games. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to these road games.
You
know how you gonna get there? You gonna charter the flights like you always do.
That's what I was going to say.
You need to tell me so I can catch one of the flights with you, man. I need to catch that Vegas flight with you, Keely. Even if I ain't got a ticket, I just be out there.
Well, I would say the early advice is to book early because I booked that Vegas flight when the around like 5 o'clock before the schedule came out when we got the date. I paid $420 round trip, and then my homeboy booked it right after 8 p.m. and that flight went to 1200. The exact same flight.
Hold on, the flight 1200
round trip. The exact same flight I purchased. The exact same flight I purchased for $420. When he went to go get on that same flight, it had went up to $1,100 something.
Yeah,
I'm sure y'all saw my Facebook post. I'll be here in front of the flat screen, and let's keyless take me as a stowaway. I don't see how I'm making that flight.
You just gotta jump on that stuff early, man.
You do, man. From that's like an $800 difference, man.
I think Southwest got it for $360. I think I saw Southwest had it for $360. Delta had it for $420 before it jumped, but you still got till December, man.
Keely, is that straight there, or do you got the?
No, it's not stop.
No, he said.
Okay. Some place like Vegas, I ain't finna do no stop.
Because most times they be having those planes that stop somewhere else, and you gotta get on another plane.
Yeah, now Southwest and America West. I remember when America West was flying, they always stopped in Phoenix. Now you stayed on the plane.
Right.
You stayed on the plane, but they had to stop in Phoenix before they went to Vegas. But
I think I took one of those.
Man, that's gas back and forth, and then the doggone Montana.
And you got to go for the hotel. How much are the tickets going for, Keelan? For the game?
The game tickets I saw were expensive, but the hotels are decent. Like you can get a Vegas hotel pretty straight.
Oh yeah, they giving the hotels away.
There's so many of them out there. You can
get a hotel for like $200.
Yeah, I think not bad. I think it's feasible. As far as those flights will come back down, and then the hotels, you can get. It's just that those game tickets I saw. The lowest I saw was like 300 in the nosebleeds a ticket.
Wow. Y'all get into my Christmas money, man.
Yeah.
I don't got no damn Christmas.
All right, Winston, what you got, boss?
I got a left and a right. I wanna give a shout out to Eddie Coswell. A lot of y'all may know, some of y'all may not, but Eddie was big in Falcons and Georgia Bulldog group space. One thing was still he was dedicated and loyal to his team. Like he loved him. He stood on he died hard, stood on the hill for them. Whether it was right, wrong, and different, it didn't matter. You're not gonna say nothing about his team. And I was blessed to have debates with him, conversation with him, because it showed me that he loved the team just as much as I love the team. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was like a situation like with Red. When I first met Red, me and Red was butting heads. I couldn't stand Red. I thought it was a little slick mouth.
Me too. I cannot stand Red whatsoever.
I block Red.
I like. How did he get to me? I have no idea.
Until I sat there and talked to them, man, and then I saw where he was coming from, and it wasn't coming from trying to be smart mouth. It was just his love of the team, and Eddie carried that. Like during the great Civil War of last off season. Eddie was on the front line, and
you lying, man.
But at the same time, he had the humility to him that once situation played out, wherever it played out, you know what I'm saying? He didn't go tuck tail. He still stood for his team, whatever. Like that just gave me the utmost respect for that man. But Eddie passed lately, and that's a tragic situation. But brother, man, you did well. You ran your race. You ran your race to the best that you could do, to the best of your ability, and you did well. Go home, rest up, relax.
Let me add to it too, because Eddie, me and Eddie, he goes back with a lot of my people, and he attended the same school. He attended Fort Valley University. That's my mom attended that college, and my cousins, the Bunkleys, who I met Eddie through the Bunkleys. That's who I met Eddie through. They all were real cool down there in Fort Valley. So, like I say, man, condolences to his wife, condolences to his kids. He's a good family man. Like Winston said, you'll never meet a more diehard Atlanta Falcons other than us right here. But like I said, he represented Atlanta to the fullest. John, you'd be proud of him. Georgia Bulldogs, the Hawks, the Falcons, Braves, he represented it all. I'm sure even Keely can tell you. I remember they had a little highly energized debate, I think last week before he passed. But he'll tell you, like I say, this man ride hard for his teams. Like Winston said, nobody is going to cheer him away from going hard for his teams. Even when we had the battle last year between Falcon fans, the dude never wavered, stood strong by his opinion, And he had no choice. But like I say, man, when he give you his opinion, his opinion is his opinion, and he gonna stick by it. And you'll be arguing with him for hours and hours, and he'll still be saying the same thing. But like Winston said, he's definitely a man to be respected. He's a good family man, a good sports guy, a hard-working brother down here in the dirty South, and we gonna miss you, Eddie. We all gonna go into the Falcon season with a heavy heart thinking about you, especially if we win big, man. We really gonna be having you on our minds. So rest in peace. Condolences to his family. And just rise up, brother. Rise up in heaven, my man.
Shout out to you, Winston, for bringing this up at the conclusion, because I didn't even think about it, but shout out to you for making this statement. Man, I just say that I ended up, when I saw the news, I ended up just praying. I don't know what he subscribed to as far as, religious beliefs and whatnot, but I got on my knees and I just prayed for him. I prayed that God would catch him, go ahead and take him. And I hope that he's resting wherever he's at. He had his opinions. We butted heads. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, this goes beyond sports. And the last words I ever had to say about him was, God, please take him. And those are my words on that.
Well said.
Gentlemen.
Antonio, you got something to say?
No, we don't want to hear no story. Lord have mercy.
Well, wait a minute. Antonio got to speak now.
Oh gosh. Is he eating in his dream? Man over there eating, having a 5-course meal in his dream.
Peace.
Okay, all right. Well, he's spoken.
Super Bowl. I seen what Eddie. I seen what you did with Atlanta Hawks, man. You got on that number 1 overall, man. Help us get that first Super Bowl.
Hey, man, it may happen, Winston. It might happen.
It very well may happen because
one of my uncles passed away the same year we went to the Super Bowl in 2016, and man, he was diehard Falcons, and then we lose another diehard Falcon fan prior to the season. Like I say, I just wouldn't be surprised. We're gonna have a good season this year. I really guess compared to what we've been experiencing the last 3 seasons.
The number 1 overall drafted.
Number 1.
But see, that wasn't too lucky though. Ain't nobody in the draft though.
Hey,
it don't matter.
You talk about
well, you can make something. You can make something out of this draft.
Right.
Yeah. They grab that 7-footer.
It's not totally devoid of talent.
Right.
But, one
it's
thing
somebody in the draft that's gonna shine. So we just got Hawks to try to find them.
Yeah, cause thing is, just like Arthur Blank said, you got to polish some of these rough diamonds that you get.
Well,
you got to polish.
John,
I think the 7-footer from France.
Check out the number 1 player in this draft. He already polished.
You talking about Sarr? Alex Sarr?
Yeah. Might be talking about Alex Sarr.
Yeah.
But before I go, I was going to speak on this, but thank you, Winston, for bringing this up. Me and Eddie. Now, you guys debated him with the Falcons. Oh, me and him used to go on and on and on. Me, him, Chauncey King, and other people about the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, my uncle.
Man, we used to get at it. And my biggest regret that I'm going to have for the rest of the time that I'm on this side of the dirt is not going down to Dublin and seeing it, because he had told me, hey man, come on down. I'll treat you like a king. Because him, Chauncey, Demond, they had a way of just arguing or whatever. And then after they get through arguing, it's just like ain't nobody saying nothing. Hey man, you want to go get a beer? Y'all want to go do this? You want to go do that? Because Eddie was an acquired taste. I'm just gonna tell you like that. Kind of like a lot of people say that about me. I'm an acquired taste because thing is, if I stake my stake on this hill, this my hill. I'm gonna die on this hill, and I'm gonna stay here. You
just like T.I. son. You stay on this.
Unless
I think we all like that.
Only way I come off this hill is that you got to convince me beyond a shadow of a doubt for me to let that hill go.
There you go.
It might be, it's just, and that's the way Eddie was. And one thing I'm going to tell all of you and all of you in the chat, buckle your seatbelts when you are driving vehicles. Please, every time you get in a vehicle, buckle that damn seatbelt. The airbag will only stop you from hitting the front, but the seatbelt will hold you in place.
I can vouch for it. My little
the seatbelt will hold you in place.
The exact same way.
Yeah, and see,
I'm not wearing the seatbelt, and he got clipped in the front corner panel of the car. He shot through the windshield. I lost my little brother the exact same way.
Dang.
Because people would be here now if they had taken that advice, if they had done that. There are a lot of people that would still be here now had they taken that advice and done that. Those seat belts are in your cars for a reason. They are to hold you in there because, see, the thing is, if you get to flying around in a vehicle, sometimes you will not survive bouncing around inside of a vehicle, and you damn sure won't survive leaving a vehicle because the human body was not meant to be tossed and turned in that fashion. So, guys, everybody, every time you get in these cars, buckle that seatbelt. It may wrinkle your clothes, but you can iron your clothes. You can't iron you.
What?
Can't get the wrinkles out of you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in with us. We went through the first 8 teams. We're going to go through the next 8 teams, and then we're going to deal with an issue about these quarterback ratings. You got people putting people in places that they don't have no damn business being in a top 10 or a top 20. And the eye test, we going to straighten it out. Okay. Now, I see old Tidy Jones. Hey, what's going on, Tidy?
What's up, Tidy?
Thank you to Tidy. Thank you to all the other content creators. Wallace Smith for coming through. James Holloway coming through. I got to say Antonio, even though even though he killing pigs over there. Man, NW the franchise player, King Richie. Who else here? Man, we didn't see Diva tonight. We gonna have to talk to her and see what's going on. Why she didn't peep her head in the door for a second. But we know you out there. And for the people that have hung with us throughout our journey so far, things are coming. We're gonna get a little bit better. We're gonna get a little bit wiser. We're gonna get a little bit faster. We're gonna get a little bit more professional doing these things that we doing here. And like I said, thank you for hanging with us and putting up with us because it's all about y'all. And I want to thank my partner Winston for dragging me kicking and screaming into doing this because it's been a ball, y'all. It's been a ball. And the grades for tonight, everybody's going to get an A, and except for Antonio. Antonio is going to get a sleep grade, and we'll wait till the test come back from his sleep grade, and we'll see whether he got apnea or not. Wait a minute. Let me see. Wait a minute. He clicked off. What? That joker woke up and clicked off and didn't even say nothing. No. Oh, okay. All right. Tonio, you come to the principal's office. 8:30. Meet my mule in Memphis Monday morning at 8:30.
8:30.
So we gotta have us a convo.
Hope we don't fall asleep in there too.
No, he'll be in the Mississippi. But guys, thank you. I'm gone.
Peace. Winston, Ron, John. Holla at you later, fellas.
Bye-bye.